Alright. There we go. Hey, G2. Thought I'd just play while we set up. Make sure everything's good to go. Oh, man. Let's see. You are not very visible on that side, are you? So let me... I go as well. Yeah, this song's my favorite. It's my favorite, by far. It's no question to ask. This is my favorite song. I love this. I'm not gonna lie. I started the song, and then I felt myself getting choked up, so I'm like, wait a minute, really? Bro. It's not like it's all over. Like, bro, relax me. It's not like it's all over. Damn. Mahoyo's not going anywhere. Damn. Relax. But this song choked me up a little bit. I'm like, oh shit. I can't believe it's over. I guess that's what's getting me. I can't believe it's done. We won't play just this one. We'll play the whole playlist, obviously. We'll switch around songs here and there. Actually, I should probably get on YouTube because I don't pay for Spotify. So let me get this here. Yeah. Turn that on. Set that bitch on random. Alright. No Mamo today? That's strange. What I didn't play. Oh! You know why? This one doesn't have the sound effects set up. That's why. I've scammed you. You have been scammed. Congratulations. I scammed you. Second fix. Can I fix that? Can I fix that? Let's find out. Get my money back? I don't know how to. I'll try to figure it out. I can figure it out. Hold on. We have time, so... How the fuck did I do this? How did I do sound effects again? I don't remember. Um. How do I? Oh shit. You know what? Just deal with it, I guess. I forgot how to do it, so just deal with it. Anyway, that's actually really loud. Right? I shouldn't have loud, so let me fix that again. Alright. You ready? Time for us to just read a book. So let's go. I have no idea what's in this book. Obviously, I have no idea. Like all of you. No idea. Oh my god. Please. I'm trying to fit in the box. There we go. Alright. Let's go. Magician's Basic 2. Spoilers, Witch on the Holy Night, limited edition. Recommend you read this book after finishing the main game. Well, that is exactly what we're doing, aren't we? So what's in here? If you would load. Please. Oh, is it meant to be a blank page? That is. Magician's Basic 2. Okay. Oh, okay. That's cool. Some of the art. This was a very pretty game. Honestly, this is a very pretty game to look at. I was pretty used to Takuichi's style, because Tsukimi lasts so long. But so the I forgot his other name. The other artist. There's at first it was kind of like it feels like Takuichi, but I know it's different. But now they've grown on me, and their style's fantastic. I don't know why I doubted them in the first place, or like even not even just doubted them, but like compared them, because they're equally good. That's cool. I didn't know that. They have books all over the damn stairs, bro. What's your step? You could fall. You thought about that? It's dangerous. I don't recommend doing that. Why in this outfit? Why did they give Alice her casual winter outfit, Alka her normal casual outfit, and they give Soldier his school outfit? Woman featuring Soldier. Yeah. And Diddle Diddle, my favorite ploy. It's just more art of the trio, and gosh, do I love this group. Do I love this group so much. I'm gonna miss him. Best on, yeah. It's art and profiles and story, okay. Oh my god, I love this. It's beautiful. So's this. I haven't seen white shirt. Interesting. But this Alice one, yeah, damn. Beautiful. Uh-oh. Oh. Which, hold on. Wait, I can't cover that. There we go. There we go. Hey, now it's Twitch friendly. Coward, you fucking spitting. This is peak, bro. Show me that Alice. Well, it's just her in like a big sweater with a cup of tea. It's peak though. It is it looks. I love this so much. This just encapsulates the entire group, honestly. So good. Birthday, July 7th. Damn, not 17th. She. 5'4". She's 5'4". I did not think she was that short. Well, that's still tall. 112 pounds. The size of Battle Day, Snowy Ruins, yeah. Dislikes loyal dogs. Likes loyal dogs. What? Huh? What do you mean you like loyal dogs, but you hate them? Magic system, the processing, transmuting, and yielding of magical energy via numerology crest. Magic blue. Who is a loyal dog? Oh yeah, Sojiro. Sorry, Sojiro. Right. Who's a loyal dog? Sojiro. Numerologist. So she uses the same type of magic as Roa, because he uses lightning based on numerology. Well, he also transmutes his magic through numerology. But I guess every Magecraft user does that, or Magus do that. Like a traditional uniform. Well, I assume so. Not this traditional. That's a bit. That's a bit better. I assume Alice? No more Algo. Her outline looked rough. Well, that... Because there's a lot going... There's a lot and not a lot going on. Like, anything below, not a lot going on. But up here, it's like, that's a lot of hair. That's a lot. Short hair Alco is, interesting. I was like, yeah, this white sweater without the jacket is... You chill, bruh. It's not that serious. It's fantastic. I've had the idea of featuring a couple of her casual clothes since the early stages of development. I'm sorry. Well, they only do casual clothing. Too much, no, do they? I'm very conscious of Alka's design in Melty Blood. What? What do you mean by that? What? She was supposed to wear this? God damn. Or this? Holy. All these designs were W. I mean, I like what we got. This is a fantastic design for her red hair form. It's not what I expected, to say at least, when it happened. It's not what I expected. But it looks great. I do think this would have been a bit extreme, maybe. It says it was the person with the comments. It is so small, though. Hold on. Koyama. Ah. It's so small, though. Man, I think this would have been a bit extreme. So I'm thankful we got stay away from this. It was great. It looks rebellious. Yeah, designed to return. Yeah, but for different reasons. No, like a prom party design. If she went to a prom or something. Or is it a nightgown? That's a nightgown. Actually, no, it's a nightgown. She never wore a nightgown, as far as we know. Out of shower, or yeah, or that too. What Kinomi do, bro? Come on. Miss Aoko, the heroine, and the type that looks slender at first blush. Okay. The most recent true magician. She's aloof yet expressive and works hard to appease her perfectionist nature. As my earliest heroine, she's the base archetype for the later Asaka, Akya, and Rin. Asaka. Am I forgetting who that is? Probably. Koyama's design has Aoko's breasts 20% larger than usual, laying to her sex appeal. Okay. The two fan service scene options for the extra edition were post-bath and maid outfits, but for some reason, Bunny Girl, which wasn't even an option, was chosen. The second story, she enters into Redshift and says, I have 2 more transformations left. It's more of trash talk. Aoko is truly one of a kind. Right. Cocteau Sixer from KK. Right. Asuka, yeah. Also, what do you mean there's... What do you mean, 20% bigger? This is already big enough? God damn. Jesus, already fucking pretty huge head. Why you scroll? Koyama, I drew this character the most, including about half of the unused character reference art. Can't tell you how many designs I went through before deciding on her casual outfit. I wanted her to come off as more feminine, so we talked about her wearing miniskirts, taking a bath, and having a shoulder massage while studying. Watching the battle at the amusement park, though, I was convinced that jeans and simple sweater would suit her best. How couldn't the final battle, aka Super Alco, Dragon Ball knows no fucking bounds when it comes to influence, was also difficult to design. A sci-fi style was rejected quickly, but it would have been cool to have a bunch of lenses shooting beams in conjunction with the arms and legs. That would have been cool as hell, bro, come on. Why'd that get rejected? Bro, that would have been sick as fuck. Bunch of laser beams? Hell yeah. Yeah, Alice, look go. She is 5 foot. Exact. September 30th. 93 pounds. She is light. Holy. Likes honest people. Dislikes disrespectful people. Makes sense. Decisive battle day. Tower of London. Well, I assume that's something we haven't seen yet. Magic system. Umina. Circuit quality. A+. Circuit quantity. A++. Circuit composition. Abnormal. I like the outline of her cape. Kuyama. That makes sense. It's a very good outline. Oh my god. So much Alice. Oh my god. So much at once. This is amazing. Yes! Yes, I was hoping this was in here. Hell yeah. The white gaps, I agree. I don't know what he means by that, but I agree. Hell yeah. Or casual Alice, okay. Love to see it. It's a fantastic design. Honestly, I think perfect. Nothing, I've changed nothing about this design. Yeah, I changed nothing. I dare not comment. Thank you, Koyama. Same. I don't think I should comment either. It's good. This cost riddle her life. It did. Oh my god, this was so fucking funny. I love it. I don't know why she has it, but I love it. Alright. House was defeated in the final fight by Bio. Yep. Love the deadpan expression. It's always fantastic. When she just has that deadpan look. Alright. Make sure you guys can see all of it. I think that's good, right? Yeah. She is a witch who possesses an overpowered magecraft system, and she is the last of her kind. She just likes penguins. That's fair. The relationship between magic and magecraft means nothing to her. She has the power to create worlds, which makes you wonder, what is a witch? However, that is a story for another time. When she seems aloof, her sense and imagination marks her as the biggest dreamer of the series. One named her Alice after the eponymous character Alice in Wonderland. Both mother and daughter are like out of a fairy tale. There's no skin showing, but it's still alluring, definitely. Koyama's magic. Alluring, definitely Koyama's magic. The mannequin-like aura in her daily clothes is extraordinary, but the penguin costume is just wrong. Such is also Koyama's magic. What do you mean, Nasu, that the penguin costume is wrong? What are you talking about? It's perfect. What are you... Wrong? Well, get that dumb shit out of here. What you mean? What are you talking about? You know what you're talking about, Nasu. That's what that is. Koyama's comments. It's easy to illustrate the cool beauty archetype, but drawing different expressions in-game was challenging. However, Nasu's comment that Alice is still like a child inside solved the problem for me. This is the first or second big paradigm shift in the game's production, and certainly one of the most significant ones. It became dramatically easier to draw her after it. The uniform is a slightly modified version of the one from Raining Girls Academy. It's also the alma mater of Toko, although I intended it to showcase Alice's slim silhouette. It may have been a little too tight. I mean, maybe. I don't think it was that tight, but... Sanjiro! There he is, the golden boy. April 12th. Oh, it's almost his birthday then! Yo, shit! Oh, you can't see it because the thing's blocked away, but it's almost his birthday. It's in 3 days. Let's go! 5'7". Not that tall. Not that much taller than Aoka. 134 pounds. Likes no comment. Oh, unjustified violence. It's about perseverance prevails. Gardening, walking. Ooh, he's angry. Effortlessly standing tall. Hell yeah. That's Sojo. He stands tall effortlessly. That's Sojo for you. What? Where did this come from? Seems like a comedy scene the way it's written here, but he's dead! Don't you say that. Don't say that. We joked about it once, and then look what happened. Oh, he's so... no. Yeah. Smile, Sojiro. Smiling suits you best, Sojiro. Okay. This is unused material. I can tell, because what the hell is this hairstyle? I mean, it still looks like Sojiro, but it's like, whoa. I'm so used to this comb style that this kind of wild hair is kind of like, whoa. That's a bit extreme. Let's see, make sure you guys can see it all. Just zoom out a little bit. There. A naive Nasu's comment. A naive young man from the countryside. Despite his isolation and meek appearance, he has a wild side. He's actually the most difficult person to comment on. In the novel, he was around 5 feet 11 inches, but he's a little softer in the game. Sojiro in the main story has an aloof yet funny personality because Kuyama drew him. He changed the tone of a room in the Kuanji estate by naturally being the butt of jokes. Incidentally, he cleans the house in his spare time, but he's not particularly skilled at it or fond of it. But Toa's gotta do it. Alright, Kuyama, what do you gotta say? Taguchi's original design had him look more rough and wild, but I softened Sojiro up while keeping his raw feel. He's still the same inside, so I'm hoping the gap between his appearance and personality will show. Battle scene with Bio, many of his expressions offer a glimpse into his emotions. He's a plain, young man who wears his school uniform even when he's not required. You have to make choices that emphasize functionality and rationality over fashion. Give him tons of zippers and shoes that make running easier. So these are designed by Takeuchi. Oh, okay. Okay. I can kind of see it. But yeah, I definitely prefer these more soft. Also, this is such a... like... I was gonna say... quote-unquote Kingdom Hearts design with all the zippers. It's such a Kingdom Hearts design with this jacket. Well, that's a bad thing. I like it, but it's like, damn, so many zippers. On the pants, too. Like, 1, 2, 3. Got enough zippers, boy? Damn! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and for 6 zippers! Damn. Toko, there's you. August 8th. He's only 5 feet... 5 inches? I thought she was tall. What the hell? Oh no, 14 pounds. Not that heavy. The 6 zippers are keeping pecs at bay, of course. Likes people who create, dislikes people who destroy. That's fair. Snowy old school building and decisive battle. Runes, human body engineering, and architectural magecraft in general. Magic circuit qualities EX. That's really good. But quantity is B+. It's not that many. And a normal composition. Yeah, I mean, it's Toko. Ah. Damn. Yeah. Gambling. That's Toko. Gambling. That's it. So you all can see the text just fine. A little bit more. There you go. Toga Aozaki is the jack of all trades type of character who appears in every title of the Type Moon franchise. Well, she has been in every one so far, right? Yeah. She is in Fate. I shouldn't speak too loud, also she'll hear me. She's in Fate, K&K, Mahoyo, obviously. She's not in Tsukihime. She's not in Tsukihime though. She's missing one. As far as I know, she's not in them. Her design is erotic, especially her legs, and depict Koyama's raw passion perhaps the most. In the character material published in 2006, Toga was 2 years older than Aoko. Release of the game, many things have changed. In the latest version, she's 4 years older than Aoko. She's still young though. If you want to see an adult Toko, the Garden of Sin, this is where to look. The younger sister gets older when she powers up, whereas the older sister gets younger. What's with these sisters? Wait, what? The younger sister gets older when she powers up. Yeah, she gets another 10 years. But the older sister gets younger? What, because she's a she turns into a puppet and therefore she's quote-unquote young? I assume. Alright, Koyama. I can't help but feel sorry for her when I think about her situation. She's a strong person who rebuilt her life after everything that happened. It's fun to draw her with and without glasses. It's a character I wanted to draw more of in the game, including before she cut her hair. Sisters may have gone their separate ways, but I'd like to see more of them interacting with each other. Also designed to look alluring yet cool, and functional for both indoors and outdoors. Still, no amount of magic will let you see what's underneath, okay? Koyama knows. He knows! Damn. He's aware. Fuck! No amount of magic can trim this off, unfortunately, so deal with it. Alright? Deal with it. You can't get this off. I mean, we're already here, unless we obviously go, you know, looking. Anyway. Le Beowulf. Birthday, January 1st. Height, 4'5", you scrawny-ass goblin. 77 pounds. Not very heavy, are you? Likes the first person to ever defeat him. Dislikes noise. Has a battle day. None in particular. Fair. Mage craft system. None in particular. Regression to the age of God's quantity. C. Regression to the age of God's quality. A. Regression to the age of God's composition. What does that say? It's a genetic tree up to the 18th century. Is it possible to stop him at this point? Kuriyama? Probably not. Probably not, no. Yeah, damn. Unused material, yeah. Look at these freaky ass design. Damn. Let's not be a Sojo? Correct. Some of these designs are kinda... I'm glad we just got what we got instead. Hi, warriors! Oh. Well, we'll not sum too much in here. A phantasmal that's still going strong. They existed for a long time and were dropped into a werewolf village in the 18th century. A 2,000-year-old monster and natural enemy of modern mages. Attacks of pure magical energy can harm them, but magecraft is rendered useless. In a way, they're like a relative to Aquid, so they share a similar aura. So even he's saying, Nasu's saying that, yeah, he is very similar to Aquid. They're very similar. Which, that's what I got from just the first moment I saw him, really. So I'll have to talk about it, but they don't have a specific gender. In the unlikely event that they find someone, they can adjust their sex to match their partner. It's like the manga, They Were 11. They Were 11? What? Oh. Huh. Alright. Since they're a werewolf, I drew them in various forms. You can instantly transform between the full wolf and bipedal forms to best suit the occasion. In the same way humans don't put any conscious thought into moving each finger when they use chopsticks. You can run on 4 feet or grab something with their hand depending on what they want. However, they're also capable of consciously controlling their limbs. Werewolves can take the form of a full wolf, and the transformation is slow. To quote Bio, they're so half-baked. It's like, what the heck? Makes me feel kinda sick, you know? Say hat one more time, Bio. That's what I got. Bio's clothes are presumed to have been chosen to fit Toko's tastes. Huh. I mean, that makes sense. Sense to me. Toby, let's fucking go. September 12th, 5'10". Alright, okay. I thought he was taller though. He always struck me as someone who was tall. 139 pounds? Damn! Likes practical relationships, dislikes sappy relationships. Talent and hobbies. Walking around town, dictatorial leadership. Okay, man. Bruh. Lamau. What the fuck is that? Too mature. Not even just that. That doesn't fit him at all. This just looks like Gilgamesh at that point. So thank God I went for like this slick hair back instead, because this just looks like Gilgamesh. Damn, comments already? There's not much to some of these characters, huh? Let's make sure we get everything in front. I don't have anything against Gil, it's just he really looked like Gil in that shot, and I feel like Toby should look like himself and not like someone else. The most fun characters to write, part 1. He's pessimistic, socially righteous, and talks like a delinquent, yet is still treated like a prince. He has a foul mouth, but his personality is meticulous and rational. While he believes in elitism, he's not hesitant to call elitist scum. Of course, he himself is one of the elite. I wanted him to wear a coat that looked like Detective Columbo's, because I wanted him to be the kind of handsome guy that can pull off even the shabbiest of outfits. True relic from the 80s. He would look great in a pink woolen sweater too. You're goddamn right he would. Give Toby any form of outfit, he'll pull it off. Give him any form of clothes, he'll pull it off. Easily. He was unexpectedly challenged to design despite being a secondary character. I don't think the original Takeuchi design draft has been made public, but it seems to have been roughly like this. It combines feminine delicacy with wildness, and has a rationale that suggests he is mentally mature. I probably couldn't have come up with this design on my own. I think he and Sojo make a good team, so I think we can expect to see more of them together in the future. Really? We don't actually have the design draft for what Takeuchi drew? Really? That's interesting. Kenobi! Aw, shit! August 30th, 5'7", not tall. 130 pounds, you... Alright. Likes himself. Okay. Dislikes math, and men who are even a little more handsome than him. So the whole cast. Oops, I'm kidding. Hobbies and talents. Life. A sturdy skull. He does have a sturdy skull. No. I don't agree. Maybe for another character, but not for Kenobi. This doesn't fit Kenobi at all. But not a bad design, but not for Kenobi. Comments right away. Damn. There's only just one and goes, huh? Let's see, anyone can see it? Yes. The most fun to write characters part 2. Stupid, cunning, foolish, and a lousy friend combined into one idiot. Second only to Kaeda Makidera. He has a unique ability to ignore reality, to the point he would pretend he didn't see anything if Alko shot a beam right next to him. Instead, he would just laugh and say, "Wait, you're not human? Whoa, what's wrong with your beams?" This guy had witnessed the Magecraft battle between Alko and Alice. Chapter 5 had started. By the way, he lives next to the Kumari household. So, much to her dismay, he and Kojaya are childhood friends. Yeah, if it was Kinomi that witnessed the battle, I don't think Chapter 5 would have happened at all. That would not happen at all. An unfortunate character, he's so attractive that it's a shame he ruins it by opening his mouth. Damn. That's how you see him, Koyama? Damn. Aside him relatively freelance, he was rather easy to draw. I think the teachers would stare at him if he had hair like this in real life, but he seems like a nice guy at heart. Laughs. He is a nice guy at heart. As you see his hair and it's like, whoa. He's delinquent. But he's not. He means well. This is nice to just go through these, honestly. This is nice. Yeah, Kumari! Let's fucking go. Rejected? Well, here you go. Yeah, I think... I appreciate you just sticking with the freeform hair. The twin tails are fine, but... this is better. See, this is great, but I like this. November 10th, 4/11, you short at 88 pounds. Likes a smart lifestyle. Dislikes muscleheads and chores. Sounds about right. Hobbies talents, collecting books, cooking Chinese food. Interesting talents, cooking Chinese food. Oh, very specific. Oh, diddle diddle. Oh, Jesus. Not diddle, but sweethearts. Oh, shit. Hey. Yeah. Let's see. Right! Chinese shop owner. That makes sense. Right. Because I think I said it in the, I mean, I say it every time the outfit shows up. This outfit, W. It's so simple, but it's a W. I'm sorry, Rin. You and your thighs, out the way. This is better. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, that's her dad. I remember. Sorry, Rin, but like, this is better. Your red outfit's cool now, but that green one's better. Alright. Let's, ooh, not too much. Alright, this is good. The Miracle of Misaki. A gem that could have taken the world by storm if only she were more friendly. Her father, a fanboy of pirates, based Kojika's name, which means Golden Deer, on Captain Drake's ship, the Golden Hind. As her surname is a homonym for bear, I think she has probably had conversations that go thusly. So, does that make you a bear or a deer? I'm Pelican. At 11 p.m., when she comes home from her part-time job, she turns on the only light in the store, notices the poorly arranged cash registers, and takes care of the day's accounting. Put it bluntly, without Kojika, that Chinese restaurant would have failed within a month. My family lost their mother, so Kojika takes care of her brothers. She's like a mini-mom. Oh, that's sweet. I like that. She has a lot of responsibilities, like, that's a lot. According to Sukuri, game director, she is a true heroine, but has few opportunities to play an active role. I mean, she is the main character of the extra chapter, so I could definitely see that, yeah. She was the last student to be designed, as she was not initially part of the cast. I think the final request was to have the picture-perfect tsundere fit of an actual dere. She's a good character, and I would have liked to see her take a more active role. I left her casual outfits and the design of the Sweethearts version outfit up to me, so I had fun with them. She could definitely get a role. I mean, she got her own, I guess, main character role in the extra chapter, but she could kind of have her own mini visual novel. Like, a normal, like, romance visual novel with Toby Maru, maybe? By the sound of it? Where she learns to take more of an active role. If that doesn't happen in Mahoyo 2, that is, or 3. But, like, she could get that just as her own thing after, you know, as her own little, like, mini story, like, after the extra chapter, where she starts taking more of an active role. And, well, as described, becomes a heroine, and, you know, confesses. You know, that'd be cool. I'd like to see that. Just with Kumari, because she's so cool. Aerie! Oh god. May 25th, 6th grade, you're tall as hell, 174. Impartiality is what he likes. He dislikes words that make you wonder about responsibility. Signs of battle, cathedral. Magecraft system, none. Hobbies, talents, forging the blade. Well, he is from the church, so I assume he uses the black keys. What the hell am I looking at? This page was all rejected. I'd like to draw this kind of old man someday. Yeah, this is cool. Good designs, but not for Father Aerie. It would look like Father Aerie, really, damn. This kinda does, but I guess not supposed to. It looks small. Yeah. Again, these aren't supposed to look like it because this was early designs, but it's like, whoa! It's so different from what we actually got in the end. The priest of the mysterious church. A staple of the Type Moon series, but still a warrior priest who is completely different from Ciel of Tsukihime or Kotomine and Karen of Fate. When I submitted his character background, which could not be covered in the first chapter, to Koyama, he drew up various sketches. They were the product of the late 90s. I was writing the old version of the book and was still devoted to the stunning yet strong character archetype. Nowadays, it's possible to get away with such a straightforward approach, so I took a chance at going through with the old style. Whereas Sojo is a wild kind of handsome, Aerie is put together and stylish. That said, he doesn't appear in the first chapter. True, he doesn't appear until... God, it doesn't appear until... What chapter is it again? It's super far in. Right? Yeah. It's like 6 or 7? Super far in. Mysterious priest. He has to be hiding something under his cloak. All of his designs were rejected. Tried drawing him in all kinds of ways, like, what if he wasn't part of the church, but followed Shintoism instead? Some of the current design as it seemed to best capture the original image Nasu had. Aerie's true role would play out later in the story. Yeah, definitely seems like Aerie's not done. After Mahoyo 1, he's not done. There's more too. Obviously not that he becomes an enemy, clearly. But there's more, yeah. Obviously there's more to it. Yuika! Oh, that's kind of weird. Her without that habit is kind of it's kind of weird. I used to see on that. January 7th, 5'2", 108 pounds. Huh? Likes people who work without complaints. Dislikes irresponsibility. Makes sense. Mage classism 8 sacrament. Dolls are bought with stigmata. And Ciel uses the 7th sacrament. What the hell's the 8th one again? I forget. What's the 8th? Grace that doesn't exist. Huh. Okay. What is what does that mean? I don't know what that means. Or I'm not quite sure what that means, but alright. D, and then abnormal composition. Fair enough. Good design. Whoa! What? She was not supposed to be blind before? This... Oh shit. It's trying to like zoom in and shit. This just looks like, This looks like, Ritsuka, but I guess they're sisters, right? Or they're twins. So that's why. But it's like, whoa, you really look like Ritsuka. Holy. See it. There you go. Alright, what do you got to say then? Zoom in a little bit. Not too. That's too much now. Ah, it's not easy doing this. There you go. She has the most common sense, but always gets the short end of the stick. My belief is that nuns are type to labor over things. Since Yuka is in the same camp as Xion, when a person levels up then thrashes enemies physically. I no regret, of course. Originally, she was conceived as a doctor on the battlefield, like Florence Nightingale, holding down struggling, bloodied soldiers while treating their wounds by gouging, prying, and binding them. Say this or not, the fact she's unable to see a person's reaction makes it difficult for her to emphasize with others. True. Makes sense. A terrifying blind nun. The younger of the twins. I don't know much, because her concept has changed so many times. Her blindness has always been there, though the empty eyes were designed to match Ritsuka. At one point, they looked exactly alike, but Yuka kept that design while Ritsuka was given a whole new one. I wanted to design casual clothes for Yuka. I do like this outfit. It's a very nice outfit. Or this, too. Very homey. Like, very comfortable and homey feeling. Outfit. Ah, speak of Ritsuka, and she shall appear, now don't you? January 7th. Oh, they're born on the same day. Yes. 5'3", 111 pounds. Likes detective novels and days off. Of course you do. Dislikes people who spoil endings. Yo, same! No decisive battle. Mate. Well, duh, they are twins. Yeah, true. Mage cut system. Dark arts. Metamorphosis and self-sabotage curses. What? I didn't think she had any magic. Okay. Rejected when she was a normal, beautiful woman. Yeah, damn. Well, her design's perfect anyway. Like this or this, both good. I mean, it's practically the same. Just you don't have this jacket. Her magic works by making people miserable. Oh. Why, of course. Why, of course. So that's good. Yes. Your typical good-for-nothing woman who lives the more comfortable life of the Suisei twins. She originally came from a good family of the church, but defected to the Mage Association early on, and has been working on as a double agent ever since. She doesn't even care which side has her true allegiance anymore. She'll dress in different outfits and walk around the shop district depending on her mood. She resides in an apartment that Sojiro used to rent. Although she is Yuka's older sister, she doesn't behave like one. The staff expects her to play an active role in the future as a Kohaku-type woman, or something like that. What? So she's gonna have a Kohaku-type role in the future, huh? Or that's what's expected. But if that's the case or not, we don't know. Which, I mean, I guess I can see it. Like Kohaku, she's very, like, super expressive and whoa out there. Like Kohaku. And Yuka is like Usui, very, like, calm and focused. But then Yuka has that one scene where she laughs at that Father Avery image. And then they might seem a bit different than they seem at first. Never thought she would end up being such a disappointment as an older sister. Just have her charms, though. Let's forget how brilliant she's shown in the extra scenario. I wonder if she'll ever wear a religious habit. As the sisters are fraternal twins, their parents differs mainly in their style. I do like her style. I think Kuyama didn't have much to say about her, I guess. That's fair. That's good. It really reminds me of Noel. In some ways as well. Really reminds me of Noel. I don't know why. Riddle! Oh boy. May 1st, 5'4", and 110. Likes? Nothing. Dislikes? Almost everything. Modern Dark Arts. A, D. Normal, some size of mutation. Riddle, riddle, riddle. What an eccentric design. Good. This is also good. I can zoom a little bit more, actually. There you go. Yes, alright. Not much can be said about her. It comes as no surprise if you read the extras, but no laughter at the Kawaji State. It takes place after Aoka and the others start their final year of high school. What happened to Misaki and the Kawaji State between January and August? That's for another time. You bastard. When we asked Kuyama for a girl who could pull off wearing bright pink, he almost instantly came up with the perfect design. She was added to the regular cast. Every day from then on was so chaotic as the extra Every day from then on was as chaotic as the extra chapters. That sounds about right. Pink. She made an abrupt appearance only in the extra scenarios. Initially, she was designed to be a ponytailed, knee sock wearing singer that made you think she's some kind of Vocaloid character. Her mood swings make her a somewhat volatile character. Some higher-ups have told me that she'll have concert scenes in the future. Hope they aren't messing with me. I'd hope so, that'd be cool. She's designed relatively early on, so she has a Jacqueline's version. Her slightly droopy eyes contrast nicely with her fierce words and actions. To think of it, aren't there a lot of fire women in fiction? Yes, that's a good thing though. There is, but it's a good thing. Yeah, she just have very droopy eyes. Now you point that out, she has very droopy eyes. It's about how her outfit is so out there. It's so like, whoa, out there, you know? Who's next? Who's next on the chopping block? Oh. Bro gets no info. It's just Yamasiro, here you go. Oh. Whoa, what a contrast. Wait, Yamasiro gets nothing? Damn. It's just I needed a teacher character and I said, alright, this'll do. I skipped one, didn't I? No. Damn. Fuck Mr. Yamasiro, I guess. Alright. What a fucking contrast, though. Made him super... I'm like kinda oldish, and then made him super old. Oh, Oh, no, they're both described here. Okay, never mind. They're both described here. I'm stupid. I said this guy's not called Mr. Yamasiro, what? But no, it's both described here. Okay. There we go. That's good. Yes. Now for the adults in the story. Mr. Yamasiro is a teacher who operates at the beat of his own drum and looks dependable at first glance, but will only do anything as long as there is no risk to himself. Old Man Tokitsu was designed as a happy-go-lucky retiree who is very childish at heart. The type to say things like, "Gentlemen don't care what the world thinks of them. Alice, so." And everyone in the media can go jump off a cliff. Sounds about right. I like both of them. Not sure why I felt the need to comment, but I guess it just made me realize there are no sane adults in the story. You're right, there isn't. Misty Emissaire is probably just as wicked as he looks. I even thought of an evil version of him. It will be interesting to see how he and Aoko interact. So Kitsu was the last character I slipped in. I signed on with an artist in mind. The one who's still a child on the inside. Maybe he had a glit in his eye or something. Unfortunately, people misunderstood him easily. Makes it hard for him and everyone around him. So you see what kind of what he's getting at with like the quote unquote glit in his eyes? Kinda see what he's getting at. Who's next? Oh my god! It's Cock Robin! Hell yeah! We should bump the mic. Last Robin Rondo. Cock Robin. Yeah! Diddle Diddle, my favorite. Now this is the perfect page. Twiddle Dee and Twiddle Dum. Squishy Robin. Yeah, fucking squish. Squish bird. You can stand too? Damn. So not just floating pigs. Napa mirror, second ticket. Right of mirror as well. Nice, nice. Like it. What else is in here? Whoa, that's cool. What the hell? Oh, that's so sick looking. Wonder Snatch. Did we ever see Wonder Snatch? Or is this a different design that they didn't go with? No, we did see Wonder Snatch, yeah. That's here. That's here. What am I saying? That looks fucking sick. The Great Three Alice wanted to not talk about. It's the ice-looking thing? That's Wonder Snatch? No. The Ice Moss. Oh. Oh, okay. So this is the third one that she didn't want to talk about. Okay, it was Wonder Snatch. I can understand why. Because, yeah, damn. He looks fucking cool, though. My favorite's still Diddle Diddle, though. But Wonder Snatch looks great. Ah, chocolate. I want to eat it. I want to eat that. There's also withholding shit from Mahoyo too. Yeah, damn it. Scrap Dumpty, Moonglass, Sweethearts. Wow, Fames! W. I'm gonna eat that egg. You're the same. Look at Fames, bro. Look at them. Love them. Oh, it looks so fucking cool. Yeah, the rock version. Oh, that's so cool. I love that design. Is that people? Oh, jeez. Because of London, because it's London, right? Or... that looks creepy. There's a person there too. That's creepy. But it's cool as fuck though. Ah! Mecha Aoko. Aoko puppet. It's so weird. So weird. It kind of comes out of nowhere. Super cool though. Hell yeah. Oh, that's creepy looking. Ooh, I don't like that. Ooh, I don't like looking at that. Or that. It's not that I squirm at spiders or anything, but it's just like, ooh. Magic circuit ready stands. Oh, I heard of circuits. Oh, that's cool. Magic circle, right hand on the ground, both hands on the ground. On the ground, device room. Oh, that's cool. God, make them so intricate. Sick tire rims. God, designing these must be such a pain in the ass, and I constantly have to keep drawing them over and over and over again. God damn. Ah, it's sick. It's so cool. The ultra scale magecraft. Oh, this is the thing Alice was sending. It's goofy as. Such a weird clock. What the hell? Oh, this is the Atlas and Toko fight. That's what this is. Oh yeah. Oh, the actual layout of the apartment or the mansion. Oh. Atlas Zone. You got it. And all the way up the top is Sojiro's. Such a big mansion. And the actual in-game art as well. Much smaller than the Tono Mansion? True. Tono Mansion's so fucking big. You almost think Mount Kahiso was compensating for something the way that mansion was so fucking big. You'd think he's compensating. If he heard that, he'd kill me on the spot for that. Damn. No, we see this mansion so many times at this point. Yeah. It's a cool mansion. It's cool. It's a shame we never got to see Alice's room, though. Try to compensate for his totally not dead son. Exactly. Oh, the school. I mean, there's not much I can say. It's school, so not much I can say about it except that it's nicely drawn. All the details actually fucking insane. All the intricate details like in the floor here is fucking insane. And they are madmen for drawing every single line here on the ground. Same with the floorboards here and just this whole, all of this. Ridiculous. Oh god, the scam corner. Soldier was assumed scamming people and stripping. That church? Oh no. This church wasn't so bad though, thankfully. Here we go. The Honey Adventure. Oh, this shit long! Oh shit. Alright. Fellas, we have reached the last bit of Mahoyo, which is the mini-story that's written in the book. So, I'll let the music just play. I can't, like, force a specific atmosphere with the music because it's on random. And I am not versed enough in all the song names to actually have them fit the mood. So we're just gonna read. Music's going to do what it wants, and if it fits the mood, it fits the mood. Oh, we got a lot to read. Okay, here we go. The great doldrum of winter had faded away, giving way to a bright and airy spring. Much to the bride, for the first time since Sojo came to town. Seeing the blue skies overhead, he decided to take a stroll. Eventually, he came across a familiar-looking coffee shop. It was in a rented space on the bottom floor of a larger building. He once took shelter here from the rain, back in his early days in town. Anyone else? It would have felt like destiny to see it again. To Sojiro, just a convenient place to have lunch. The interior was decorated with red carpet, white walls, and white cabinets. Very French. French, you say? Though he hadn't known enough to realize that the first time he came here. It was rather like the Kwanji estate with a few minor differences. Getting a bit out of place, Sojo took the same seat he did before. Is that Sojiro? As soon as he sat on his seat, a cheerful voice called out to him from the counter. He looked over to see the more laid back of the two beautiful church sisters, Mitsuka Suse, as bright and friendly as ever. Never thought I'd see you here. What are you up to? Your job? Volunteering? Doing some unpaid labor, maybe? Well, whatever it is, it's great to see you. Look at the menu and pick whatever you like. On the house. It's got one apron printed with the shop's name. Expression was practically bursting with joy. This would be the first place where he could consider himself a regular. Like other teens his age, he wasn't interested in playing adult. I think that Ritsuko would often treat him to something if she was on her shift. In other words, they got him with the free drinks. That's how you get people to come back to shops. Free drinks. The coffee shop was called Janus. The shoujo name was hard to pronounce and even harder to remember. He thought it must have meant something to the owner. However, and one day he would ask about it. Today, though, he was here in his favorite seat again, determined to finish his math assignment before his part-time job started in half an hour. Oh, hey, aren't you the kid from the fish market? Shoujo found a man at the table nearby with a book in his hands. He looked up to be in his early 20s, and had this carefree look of a college student enjoying what time he had before entering the professional world. His short hair seemed haphazard, but was in fact carefully teased to look flat teetering from an angle. Slender and a head taller than Sojiro, a leather jacket slung over his shoulders, and slim denim jeans that hugged his legs. It was the very picture of a model, type that could make any effort look good. Hello, sorry, who are you? Sojiro asked. Come on, man, you gave me a freebie at Utotsu yesterday. Oh, wait, you're the one who buys loach and eel, Sojiro said. Huh. Don't remember ever learning your name. Yes, I forgot to introduce myself. Well, you can call me Ichigosuka. Nice to meet you. Jovial grin, Ichigosuka sat in the seat opposite Sojiro. Let me make my life easier and just do this. While Sojiro rarely had his guard up unless someone was an obvious threat, this guy seemed so innocently friendly that even a lone wolf like Alice Kwanji might have allowed him to share a table with her. In the books today? Man, it's so inspiring to have bright kids like you out there. Very bright yourself. Special his teeth, sort of thought as he stabbed a fork into his short cake. Bro got white teeth? Damn. Spent the rest of the time before his shift chit-chatting with Ichigosuka. How could he resist the topic of seasonal cuisine? Eventually Ichigosuka said, Whoops, it's getting late, so I'm taking up your time. Let me at least treat you for your trouble. He took both their bills to pay before he left. Not that long after, the clang of a bell rang inside the coffee shop. Chatapati-san sort of stopped putting books in his bag and looked up at the entrance. What? A dark figure stood in the hallway, shrouded in a gloomy shadow. Soon was at a loss for words, his mind bending at this strange alignment of the stars. The man stood as straight and rigid as a statue. He was 6 feet tall. He was clad in white and wore some kind of helmet. A huge, white cloak seemed like a swan's wings wrapped around his body to protect him from the elements. Excuse me, why did I find Sojiro Suzuki from Misaki High School here? The fearsome figure in white spoke to the waitress in a cold, dignified voice. Frightened, the waitress responded with only a nod and a glance towards Sojiro's seat. He thanked her and ordered something before following her gaze, turning to address the one he came for. Greetings, I am Yoshitsune Mino. Until a few days ago, I was your upperclassman. There's nothing to fear. While his behavior and clothing were unusual, his polite greeting seemed sincere. Under the encouragement and guidance of my predecessor, I have successfully become a graduate of Misaki High School. You and I never crossed paths, but I was on the cheer squad. It had only been 3 months since Sojiro transferred in, but cheer squad rang a bell. The captain of the squad had a sense of notoriety about him. Student Council president might cower like a frightened cat in his presence. Something to tell you. You have a moment of your time. He isn't surprised at your student's old-fashioned etiquette. Sodra assented. On a bow, the squad captain oddly opted to take the seat next to Sojo instead of across the table. You don't have to sit next to me. Yes, but this way we'll have less to worry about. After a while, the waitress brought out 2 parfaits topped with cream. She made a face at the unusual sight of the 2 boys sitting together, side by side on the sofa. That's when Sojo realized with a shudder this position made it difficult for him to run. My treat. I heard the most expensive thing on the menu. I mentioned the DoorDash affair? Oh, he did? Oh, he did? Okay. So we have heard of this guy before. The name did sound familiar. Thanks. Guess I'll dig in. Sojo was already topped off after hanging out with Ichigosuga. But with this intimidating guy sitting so close to him, it was hard to refuse. So he rolled the whipped cream around in his mouth as if chewing it. Yoshitsune, however, did not touch his parfait. Did you just read Dash's DoorDash? Did I? Did I? What is my brain doing? Yo! You good up there? What are you doing? That does not say DoorDash. That says Dosh. What are you... The DoorDash affair. Ah, yes, that affair. Oh, I didn't mean that. Ah, that's in Mahoyo too. I can't wait. Yoshitsune, however, did not touch his parfait. Instead, he cleared his throat forcefully and began to speak. Bad music covenant, so the most expensive pastry. My favorite battle. Let me ask you a question. Are you the sort of animal that looks at your housemates as members of the opposite sex? What? His housemates treated him like their guard dog. Sojo never imagined someone he just met would accuse him of being an animal. Of course, he was accepting of everything people fed him, much like a dog would. Even now, perhaps he should fix that. I'm not sure what you mean. Is it natural to acknowledge that they are female, since they are? That doesn't make me an animal. So pleaded silently as he looked at his companion. I see. You're really something. Yoshitsune seemed to have expected that answer. The white-cloaked boy cleared his throat again and continued. Allow me to rephrase. Are you dating Aoko Aosaki? Sojo choked on his whipped cream. Took a quick sip of water before responding. Sorry, let me adjust my earlier statement. There are some people I don't perceive as the opposite sex at all. Is he dating her? No. I would... Given how... no, he's more friends with Alice than anything. Alice and Sojo are like best buds. But yeah, I don't think he likes Aoko. That's what just stated, but I don't think he'd do that. I don't think he'd date her. I don't think he... I mean, he knows what that means, but... I don't think he would. I see. Makes it easier. I was worried it was about to get complicated. The ship captain bowed his head bravely before fixing his gaze on Sojo. Suzuki, I require your aid. I'm going to ask Aoko Aosaki out. The swim team captain has informed me that your assistance would solidify my chances. Sort of spat his water, signifying mist onto the chair opposite. Sojo, you usually don't do that. Damn. How my boy's grown. Yoshitsune Mino was truly the paragon that the rest of Misaki High School made him out to be. His head taller than the average teenage boy. He did not use his size for intimidation. Instead, he had the impeccable posture of a prim and proper type. He had sharp features and pale lips. His gaze was steady, with but a hint of melancholy. Perhaps due to his physique, his voice was firm when he spoke. He was a classic heartthrob, like he was practically born to be captain of the cheer team. In his white cape, he wore all black, his team's trademark. Though he had already accrued all required credits and was no longer required to attend classes, Yushin explained that he had stayed honest and upright for his team until graduation in April. The highness head was proof of his position as captain. White cape apparently kept him focused on his demeanor. Sora was behind the times after living in the countryside. Yoshitsune was a different era altogether. And of all things, you're interested in Aozaki? Harsh. But yes, I, by my many shortcomings, have admired her beauty and elegance for the part of 2 years. Their standards were like night and day. So does that mean you've liked her since her first year? Indeed I have. First met when I had only just become captain. We heard what happened to her many suitors. Sojo only knew how it turned out. The student council vice president Tomomaru Tsukishi had said that several boys fought over the right to confess their feelings to Aoko. The witness of this fierce conflict eventually managed to ask her out, only to be turned down in the end. So you took part in all that? He asked. No, I was too late to join in. So you took part in all that? He asked. No, I was too late to join in. Before I knew what was happening, the previous president had taken a leave of absence, and both Aozaki and I grew very busy. There was no time for love. I decided, and 2 years passed, with little more than vague tension. I made no move, yet could not let go. He cast his eyes downward in anguish, his forlorn features beautiful as if carved by the careful hands of an artist. By the careful hands of an artist, I am misreading words. Regis was watching from afar, her expression still stiff. Sora finally realized that she wasn't afraid. She was trying to keep herself from swooning. Okay. Ritsuka, please. Okay. Let's see what's going on now. Why didn't you just go for it? I fell prey to my own cowardice. I have led my team in support of many losing games. Yet in matters of the heart, I hesitate. Hope that at least we could stay friends. But now you're gonna give it a try? I've been unfortunately driven to this choice. After the graduation ceremony, I will leave this town. It cannot wait any longer. Now everything makes sense. Graduation, Yoshitsune Mina will go to the city to work or study. Only a few days left to let Aoko know. However, Sojo wasn't sure how we could help. Yoshitsune had asked for his assistance, but Sojo will be the one that needed help in this case. Hey, not just be thankful for the memories that you have together. Knowing Aosaki, there's a high chance that it'll all just... might something like an explosion, as if everything would fall to pieces. Yoshitsune, however, seemed unperturbed by this. I am prepared to fail, but if I do not even take the opportunity, how can I ever move on? Must make an attempt at least, or die trying. Sojo didn't feel much sympathy for Yoshitsune. You want to open up so bad, then why not just go do it right now? You know what you're trying to say? Look, I'm not the strategic type, and Naozaki probably has her own ideas about romance. Tackling this directly would end in failure. This calls for thinking outside of the box. Sojiro, what is... You're so different, Sojiro. Forget outside the box. You should think outside the whole planet to stand a chance. Spare me the jokes, Suzuki. Before you transferred in, Naozaki never spent so much time with a male schoolmate. You understand what this means? You are very close to her. You do not even register as a person. Hey, I already told you, I'm not an animal, Sojiro said. Exactly. You, Suzuki, are the very first male friend Aosaki has had since her tenure at Misaki High School was established. You need to find out if she has any interest at all in having a relationship with the opposite sex. Bro, why can't you just say gender or something? Do I look like I have a death wish? Was what he bit back on saying. Instead he nodded non-commentally and opted to play dumb, hoping he could avoid saying anything to draw himself in deeper. Unfortunately for him, Yoshino went straight for the kill. Basically, I want you to ask Aosaki if she's dating anyone at the moment. Of silence. Then last, Sojo nodded in defeat. So, you're asking me to die for you? That's the end of the first chapter. Okay. premise is very simple so far. We're here to ask if Aoko has a boyfriend. Which I'm pretty sure we know the answer to, but hey, Yoshitsuna don't, so let's find out. What? Not so much. Well, social off the social cable. Exactly right. He was making like. I wonder when this takes place. When it's clearly after the extra chapter with the sweethearts. But yeah, Sojo's definitely a lot more sociable than he used to be, which is good. That's great. I love that for him. 3 months after the start of the main game. Wait, as in, this takes place in Mahoyo 1? So after, oh, after, okay, after the ending, okay. After the ending. Right, because Mahoyo's like a month or two. It's like a month and a half or something. Right. Alright. It was 11:30 at night. After partying with Yoshitsune and finishing his shift at the fish market, he returned to the Kwanji estate. There, he lie on in the drawing room. Curious at the unusual sight, he passed the door to see Aoko Aozaki and Kwanji lounging inside. The television was running the credits of the Thursday evening movie feature. When it comes to Kung Fu, it's gotta be Shaolin Woodman. Losing parents, training, a threat, a meeting, training, new skills, becoming a master and leaving a station, a villain appears, training, more training, and finally the last farewell. Everything the main character ever learned leads up to this point. His final tearful fight with his master. It's always gotta end with a bang like that. Because faces were tightening in excitement. Alice, however, remained as reticent as ever. I get what happens, but why does the last cut drag on so long? Can you explain that, Aoko? He sighed dramatically, and in that one sound conveyed everything about the situation. I'm doing this for her as a friend. I'm doing this for her as her friend because Aoko is so adamant about it. Sojiro saw its chance. When the drawing room was relaxed, no one would blink if he suddenly asked a question. Hey, I'm back. I'm going to make something to eat before bed. Want some? Really? Yay! I was just thinking I need a snack. Thanks! If you two are having something, then I'll have a little something too. The gang's all here and we're just having fun. Let's go. It's a perfect setup. Order of operations. Shoot the horse before you shoot the general. Butter up a girl with dessert before you bring something up. He had learned a lot over the 2 months he had lived here. He was about to use that knowledge to its full extent. Now I just have to figure out how to lead into it. And soon I requested 2 pieces of information. Aoko Aosaki's relationship status and her opinion about it, without making her realize the intentions behind it. Soja wasn't exactly enthusiastic about his mission, but he couldn't back out now after seeing how serious Yoshitsune had been. Besides, Soja could have refused, and yet he didn't. He felt it was his responsibility to give it a try. Okay. Aosaki, Alice. Aosaki, Alice, it's finished. Have at it. Sojo brought the dessert to the sunroom. Aoko now is following after expectantly. With a single plate on the table with a silver dome placed over it. It's nothing fancy, but here. Then filled a cloche with a clang. On the plate he so ceremoniously presented was a jar filled with a vivid red jam next to 3 large slices of bread that were so thick they looked like golden bars. However, this apparently rich topping was actually some jam bought on sale, and the golden bread was nothing more than a few slices of cold toast. Together forming one of the most basic snacks of all time. Jam on toast. That's a gift for you. Absolutely nothing put to waste. Alice gracefully took her seat. Too complimentary, if you ask me. It's a hard luxurious. Some new form of mental torture? Turning our fine home into a corner candy store. Think we live in Siberia? Actually, no. I'd be willing to bet Siberia is far better off than this. Sojiro said, What? This is the most expensive bread at the bakery. That's luxury if I've ever seen it. But hey, I don't want copyright. Hold on. Not that one, I don't want copyright. Hold on. Hold on, the vocal track's nice now, but I don't want copyright. I already got it once. Don't gotta deal with it again. You call 150 yen for an 8 of a love luxury? You insult me. That last line was probably from the movie she just saw. Alka circled around behind Soldier and captured him in a tight headlock. Apparently the sheer impact of the plainest dessert ever had been so great that she'd forgotten all about Soldier's magical collar. Okay, I got it. I told you so many times, Aozaki. You need to learn to be thrifty. There was no way he'd just let it slide. Back when he just started living here, Mitchell was on the brink of collapse. Aka received a monthly allowance of 30,000 yen from her family. Alice got 50,000 yen from an unknown donor. For these girls, budgeting compromised a dangerous mix of luck and whimsy. One of their only rules was to put away any leftover money from the previous month into a jar. Naturally, they ran out of meal funds after 2 weeks. But 2 years until Soldier showed up. Their greatest enemy was worse than any rogue mage. The starvation that awaited them at the end of every month. Well, you lived in the mountains. Saving up money was like second nature to you. We're used to spending. It's physically impossible for us. It's a pretty weird fact. It is. So what's sending money to Alice? Yeah, I wonder who that is. And why they felt the need to tell us that someone sends her money. It's also physically impossible to live without food. You need to eat your 3 meals a day, even if you don't like it, Sojiro said. Alice nodded in agreement. As a side note, the meal budget was now left to the extremely frugal Sojiro to manage. It was his privilege as a paying tenant. Ever since the beginning of the year when he took charge, the meals in the mansion grew plainer by the day. Aoko and Alice had tried to fight it every step of the way, but that's not a tale for another time. Oh, so Sojiro's doing good and providing food, but the meals are plain. I mean, you gotta do it smart. Right? Gotta do it smart. But food is the best thing to splurge on. Ever since you came here, we've been eating like peasants, Aoko said. Like you were eating that well before, Sojiro shot back. How would you know? Fine, I give. Hey, Haosaki, stop wasting calories on me. Might watch your share. I was about to grab it. Oops, Alice said. You can at least look a little guilty about it. Alice, hands off! Sorry, Aoko. I thought you didn't want it. Sojiro agreed. Yeah, I should have known she wouldn't want any. I do want it! I love toast and jam! Are you sure you aren't scheming against me? Alice and Sojiro exchanged looks. Neither of them had really intended to gang up as they did, but when it came to making fun of Aoko, the two of them sometimes fell in perfect rhythm with each other. I guess airheads attract. Yo, yeah, they're just a good, just a good duo. I've seen, Alice Sojiro ships, and they're cute. It's cute. It's a cute ship, but it's like, they work more like friends. Like, just really good friends. Than anything beyond that. Sojiro and, Alice. I didn't pursue it further. Maybe she'd already said what she wanted to say. Maybe she remembered there wasn't much left in the fridge. So she sat down and reached for a slice of toast. On another note, the residents of the Kwanji estate were very particular about their desserts. Good count of calories for sweets, but still liked to gorge herself on them. Alice, on the other hand, rarely touched any sort of confection, no matter how luxurious, I burped, or delicious it may be. For Alice, fruit was her definition of a dessert. She didn't care for pies or chocolates, and only enjoyed the occasional scone. So toast and jam was a perfect compromise for both of them. That sounds right, because she's very slim. Very slim. So just checking she just didn't eat a lot anyway. Well, I guess metabolism go fucking crazy. 3 of them finished their modest snack and settled with some tea brewed by Alice. Eventually, a few minutes before midnight, just as it was about time for everyone to turn in, Sora took the opportunity to break the silence. It'll be spring break soon. Think about taking a day off work, trying something new. There's still the hurdle of the year-end exams to get over. So yeah, Aozaki, I was wondering if you were up to something too. Like, say, having a boyfriend? I'm gonna go for the coffin to put Sojiro in. The band's about to be killed. Again. Yeah, I'm seeing it. I don't see it, but yeah, I can imagine. Two girls were struck speechless as witnessing an ancient landmark's final collapse. A suffocating silence bore down on the sunroom. Sorry? Alco barely squeezed out a response. What? Oh, I was wondering if you ever had experience dating. Just curious. Why do you even want to know? I don't have to tell you anything. A piercing stare made him avert his eyes. Uh-oh. Look at me, Alco said. I'm not going to yell at you or strangle you. Not yet flying completely off the handle, okay? Nothing to worry about. That sounds like plenty to worry about. Listen, I don't want to be shrieking like pterodactyl day in and day out either. It's an honest question, I answer it to the best of my abilities. You can tell me, Suzuki, why you decided to ask. Just curiosity, you'll pay for the question. I'll give you a straight answer. However, Alka had a smile on her face that Soldier had never seen before. He gulped. However, if it turns out that this is someone else's doing, we'll be back to square one before winter vacation. There'll be 2 victims this time. I'm not afraid of conjuring up another ghost story for this place. Sweat trickled down Sojo's back, and he mumbled out some vague answer. Normally, he would be honest and confess that he was asked to do this, but this time, he couldn't bring himself to look Alco in the eyes, let alone say anything definite. Uh-oh. Fine. It's not hard to say, just don't want to. Whatever. I'm not even mad. We'll put an end to it here. Really? You look pretty mad to me. I just know that nothing I say will matter when you're making that face. Let me guess, some stupid code of honor is preventing you from telling me who asked you to do this. Huh? Oh no, I can tell you. You know Mino, you're above us. He was planning to ask you out, so he asked me to check if you already had a boyfriend or not. Weirdly enough, Alco had the exact same reaction Sojo did hours earlier. Sojo immediately cracked. Honestly though, it's not like he had to hide it. What happened to your weird hang-ups? Aren't you supposed to keep that a secret? You told me to keep it secret. I had my own reasons for not telling you right away. Wow, so you're actually scummy. The guy threatened to kill him. He was acting on someone else's behalf. He clamped up because he was scared for his life, or so it probably looked like to Alco. Well, she seemed disappointed. Alright, I don't have a boyfriend, and I don't plan on getting one either. Happy? What? I said, I never had a boyfriend. I'm serious. Hey, are you laughing at me? No, actually, I'm shocked. I thought you'd be mad because the question came from an outsider. I'd answer anything if Mino asked. I respect him, and he's pretty good looking. If he asked me out, then there's good chance I'd say yes to him. Ako's cheeks were dusted pink like a typical young woman in love. They were interrupted by the loud peals of the grandfather clock. Midnight. There was a cue for Alco and Alice to return to their rooms. He soldier behind to reflect on Alco's words. Stunned, he whispered to himself. The universe wouldn't allow that sort of thing, would it? You hear that, Mino? There's a chance! If you just asked, man, it's not that hard. The universe works in mysterious ways. It was 3 in the afternoon the following day, and classes had just finished. What sides had this related to myself I have to? You just go for it. I ain't gonna stop you. I'm for Alice, so I ain't stopping you. Sorta turned down any offers from his schoolmates to hang out, and instead went straight from school to a telephone booth outside town. Once inside, he punched in a secret phone number. Hollow Shrine Branch Store. Hollow Shrine Branch Store. How can I help you? Came the cheerful voice over the line. She explained what had happened the night before. To their surprise, we received a nonchalant answer. Alco likes when people are nice to her, believe it or not. Silly girl's got a soft spot for normal people. Alco likes when people are nice to her, believe it or not. Silly girl's got a soft spot for normal people. I know that, but dating is a whole different thing. Because outside has her guard up when we talk about it. You guys straight up call him Toko. Bruh. Like, why? It's so strange that despite Toko having killed him, he is very friendly with Toko. Pretty perceptive, yet it's not easy to break down her walls. There's an obvious reason for it. Naoko doesn't like romance. In fact, she despises it. Despises it? That's a little strong. Yeah, but it's not her fault, really. You know? Her first love betrayed her really bad. Her... what? Sort of turned over questions in his mind. His warped reflection looking back at him from the glass of the telephone booth. Where could he even start with this? Did Aosaka despises romance? That she was hurt? Or did first love have some other meaning? First love just means the first person she went out with. So Aosaka was dating someone and got dumped? No, not quite. To get dumped, really. She seems more like they're still going out, actually. I mean, her first love lives in Misaki. They see each other often. Huh? But then came the betrayal, and ever since then, Naoko's had something of an allergic reaction to the topic of dating. It's pretty amusing. I mean, sad. Oh, looks like this mage card line's about to burn out. Talk any longer, Alice's ploys will find us, and we don't want that. See you. It's Toki. Please, no. The connection went dead. Still reeling from the conversation, Sonia placed the receiver back in its holder, took a few breaths, and tried to make sense of the situation. The little thought, it all began to sound less weird. Ayako Aosaki, the student council president with an iron fist, was a teen like any other. Naturally, she'd have a few crushes in her time. Okay, at least I sort of get it now. Putting aside his desire to axe his involvement entirely, Sojiro left the telephone booth. He had more important things to worry about than his worsening mood. To imagine Aoko might still be going out with her first love was horrifying enough. Really? So stepped into his usual coffee shop, he noticed that Yoshitsune Mino had gotten there first. With his impressive height and white cloak from a bygone era, she was struck a strange silhouette against the window next to his seat. The question, however, held all the anguish of a tortured man of the arts. That meant, of course, that he attracted the gaze of waitresses and passerby alike. The stranger that looked elsewhere. Hey, Mino. The student nodded quietly in response and took a glance around. To confirm that there was no other customers nearby, he leaned forward, elbows on the table, and gestured for Sora to sit across from him. Now then, your report. The chair captain went straight to business, his voice deep and dignified. Anyone who knew Sojiro Suzuki well knew his simple and straightforward attitude. I wonder if Yoshitsune was in fact just an upgraded version. Here's what I heard. First, Aosaki doesn't have a boyfriend right now. Doesn't plan on getting one. Second, she's never had a boyfriend as far as she can remember. Third, she seems interested in you. How did you get that third one? Too much? No, it's perfect. The swim captain was right to recommend you. You should have stood from his seat, so that was the end of that. However, Sojiro wasn't finished. Fourth, Aosaki despised romance. Fifth, she was betrayed by her first love. Sixth, she's still involved somehow with this person. Seventh, we know this because this person lives in town and meets with Aosaki very often. It appears this will be no simple matter. He just pressed to his temple and he soon returned to his seat. I know how you feel. Just 20 minutes ago, I had the exact same reaction. I got it? Oh? It's the teacher. I'm a genius. Of course. Ah, you must have. The more you know about Aosaki, the more everything you thought you knew seems to break down. That aside, the information you just gave me is very different in flavor. Did you have a second informant? The first three things were from Aosaki herself. Just heard from a reliable insider. Which should I believe? I don't know. I'm just a messenger. You got a mean side. Sorry, that was rude of me. You got a mean side. Sorry, that was rude of me. Let me try again. I'd like your advice, if possible. In exchange, I'll treat you to anything on the menu. It's really passed the menu to Sojiro. Should have picked out 3 pieces of cake to go. In this case, I think it'd be better to trust the more objective information. You were saying that what Aosaki says about herself isn't lying. I think this is the first time anyone has called Sojiro mean. Yeah, I think so. I think this is the first instance, yes. Izuna paused for a moment. Well, I agree. I don't think Aosaki is the type to twist the truth to her convenience. Yeah, but she's also the type to completely misunderstand things that normal people wouldn't. Very true. We're all special in our own way. Aosaki even more so. Sojiro thought that explaining Aoko was so much easier when both parties knew her well. Seems I've reached the end of the line. Thanks for everything, Shizuki. That's it? You're giving up? She has someone in her heart already. That first love of hers, yes? Only a coward and a bore would intrude on someone else's love. There's nothing else I can do. But I wanted to protest that he was giving up too easily. This is all hearsay, though. There's no confirmation that it's true. Besides, aren't you curious who her first love is? Oh, that's Sojiro. God. Because it's a book, I'm having a hard time understanding who's talking. It's all hearsay, though. There's no confirmation that it's true. Besides, aren't you curious who her first love is? Well, perhaps. Shouldn't have crossed his arms, frowning. Sojiro pressed on. Come on, let's go check it out. Just in case, you know? You were paying for my advice. Anyway, so why stop here? But it would be interfering with her relationship. It would also ruin your side of things. At least look into it. Sojiro is so forward. What the hell bro, what happened like the past month? Damn. Or the past, like, few months. Damn. Sojiro actually, like, becoming so sociable it's great, but it's like, whoa, he is so forward. Sojoro's interest took Suna back. He drew his brows together at his classmates' enthusiasm. He was very familiar with cheering for others. He was not so familiar with others cheering for him. I suppose I could use some closure. I'd rather not leave with regrets. Suna nodded deeply and placed his cap on his head. However, this greatly widened the scope of our investigation. Her first love must have happened before high school. Do you know where Aosaki is from? Sort of. It's a little far from here. Do you know Akikosho Station in Tokawa? Yes. A little far indeed. I'm afraid I don't know the middle schools around there. It'd be a long journey to walk. There was something at our school who was classmate with Aosaki back then. You soon knew that Aoko's time in middle school was shrouded in mystery. She once said that high school was a totally fresh start for her, though she played it off like a joke. Mitsuna would never forget the shade of sadness in her eyes. We have no other leads, and it would be too long a journey to walk. May I take it aside? I don't have enough to cover yours, Shizuki. I've been cutting down spending to save up for after graduation. The two of them folded their arms in thought. Suddenly, a voice. Hey! Yeah, right, I'm here. You okay with a new driver? I just got my license, so I was gonna go out for driving practice. He responded to a friendly young man who was sitting behind him. I heard everything. Sounds like you got some juicy, a sticky situation on your hands, Sojiro. Ichigosuka? Ichigosuka also a regular at the coffee shop. Raised his hands in greeting. That was how it all started. To further rundown of the plan, the three of them formed the strangest motley crew of detectives yet. Sojiro wanted to know if the rumor of a first love was true, and Zun was preparing to confess his feelings. Ichigoku was in it for the kicks. 3 young men, 3 goals, 1 road for wonder, 1 road forward. Oh boy, that's a trio. Ichigosuka's new car zoomed past the brutal scenery. Mizuna had been hesitant to accept the offer. At first, for a little sweet talking from Ichigosuka and a push from Sojiro, he consented. Ichigosuka had a brand new SUV with 4-wheel drive that could cross rough terrain. I don't know where I read bridge. It was a definitely average car for someone as attractive as Ichigosuka. He didn't seem to mind. He whistled cheerfully as he maneuvered the steering wheel. Also, W, my favorite song. Main theme, Sleep. Agikoshiro's got 2 middle schools. Which one you want? The close one or the far one? He was gonna barrel down the roads without so much as a glance at the map. Those answers are on the first page. Okay. In that case, let me do this. I can have a look at them. It sounds horrible out of context. Ah, it does. I just realized what I read. Oh, that sounds horrible out of context. Arrow below. Oh, you're right. There we go. Yeah, that looks about right. But looks like a military guy, and yeah, that looks like. Yeah. I mean, described as they are, they look exactly as described. But yeah, this sound. We got 2 middle school. Which one you want? Close one, the far one. That sounds horrible out of context. Ichigozu got barreled down the roads without so much as a glance at the map. He was liberal with the gas pedal and practically drifted through most of his turns. The students sort of sat together on the back. Suzuki, I realize it is far too late to ask, but do you trust this man? In a way. I don't know his background, but he's a regular at the fish market. Everyone in the shopping district knows him as one of those modern young guys who cooks for himself. Good grief. Well, I am thankful for the help. Strapped for resources as we are. Yes, this man has no ill intentions. I will go along with him. He soon back into his seat, smudging a crease between his brows. Long lay out at the senior rushing past the window. His last chance to see it. 2 days from now, he will be gone from this place. He wouldn't even attend his own graduation ceremony thanks to his schedule. Only his teachers knew this secret. However, he knew that if he spilled it to his friends or juniors, he wouldn't be able to hold back the tears. He's over 6 feet tall, with sharp features and stern eyes hidden beneath long eyelashes. Classic Japanese heartthrob soon to be lost from the front lines of the cheer team that he seemed born to command. However, underneath the handsome exterior was surprising timidity. Ichitsune himself preferred the company of books, but his grandfather was a cheer team legend from before Misaki High School's temporary closure. His family history saw him ushered straight to his post the moment he entered high school. He couldn't find it in himself to refuse their invitation. Saying no wasn't easy for him, of course, but part of it was also due to his respect toward his grandfather. If they never had met. Okay, very aggressive. Kitsune was also the virtuous sort who didn't want to bring dishonor to his grandfather's incredible legacy. In his first year, however, the cheer team was on the brink of demise. It was an especially unpopular team within a school where many of the club activities were already on the decline. His team captain was the one who invited Yoshitsune. He wasn't the most tactful of people, but he did his best for both the team and Misaki High School. Passionate about athletics, and filled with a strong sense of solidarity, the captain was a champion of youth, loud and forthright. He would always prop Yoshitsune up as a grandson of a cheer legend, even if his underclassmen would have preferred to stay in the shadows. It was his respect for the previous captain's efforts that motivated Yoshitsune to take over the position in his second year. Yet, even though he looked the part, Yoshitsune did not have the practical personality needed for it. He needed encouragement. The one who gave him that boost was newly appointed student council president, Aoko Aosaki. He had no idea how Aoko really saw him, but he was under the impression that she believed all the rumors had his rigid authority could assume the worst tangents and complaints. Revitalizing the cheer team was also essential to revitalizing the athletics clubs. When the leader hesitates, the followers get complacent. Yoshitsune chuckled when he recalled Aoko's caustic words as she barged into the cheer team's training room. That was an eventful year, now that I think about it. His hands full with the team ever since. Hear his captain's praise, and also accounts of President's support. He had no choice but to work hard. Over that year, he learned that he didn't have to do everything perfectly to achieve great results. After all, making gambles with no plan ahead was Aosaki's specialty. We're almost at Akikoshiro. I'll wait in the car. Are you guys going out looking like that? Yusuke's voice interrupted Yoshitsune's Reverie. Is there a problem? I mean, soldier aside, you kinda stand out, Yutsune. At least take off the cape, man. No. I will go like this. I have nothing to hide. Well, he had to admit, as he put his hat back on, that his motivations were, in fact, rather cowardly. Kinda, I guess. I don't know, I wouldn't say cowardly, but... Sure. Hold on. There you go. He did get some weird looks, but the investigation was rather successful. When sun began to sink, the party left Akikoshiro and turned back to Misaki Town. Both middle schools in Akikoshiro were co-ed, but it was easy to find out which one Aoko had gone to. It tended to stick out from the crowd. When her name came up, the stories would come spelling out. This is all based on what we heard, but it appears Aosuke was a very different person in middle school. One of the classmates said she was more of a graceful, demure young lady. Oh yeah? Wish I could have heard myself. So this Aoko chick was a total package for high school. Gosuke jumped into the conversation as Soja and Yutsune were going over what they learned. She still is, thank you very much. You sure about that, Mina? She is wise, prudent, respectful, and thoughtful to others. Doesn't resort to violence, doesn't yield to evil. She is a beautiful, far removed from all deceit and falsehood. Ah! And Gosuke, your driving's a tad erratic. That sharp turn just now was a close call. Whoops! Sorry, a bird flew right in front of and spooked me. Wasn't a crow. A starling, maybe? Anyway, Sojiro, is this girl you guys like so much really all that? For a second, I thought they were talking about some other girl with the exact same name. I stopped and compared. Yeah, I guess so, Sojiro said. She jumped into the conversation as Sojiro and Yutsune were going over. Oh, it repeated. Why? What they had learned. The two high school boys had split up to gather information. The stories they heard matched up. Their intel was reliable. But the problem was that they hadn't learned a single thing about her love life. Well, it's middle school. I'm not exactly fucking surprised. It's middle school. Of course, there's not much of love life there. We don't focus on that in middle school. I never saw her going out with anyone, which means her first love wasn't in middle school with her. Everybody makes googly eyes at you when you're dating in middle school now. Maybe she was trying to hide it? She was composed. I don't think so. Doubtful. Tsuna was certain Aosuke wouldn't be able to hide it. But Tsuna was sure Aosuke wouldn't hide the truth. Oh yeah? Okay, and if nobody saw her around school, that means she met her first love outside school. Guess we're gonna be snooping around Misaki tomorrow. Though he acted casual about it, Gosuke was right. Couldn't find anything at Aoko's middle school. The only option was to head downtown. This is gonna end so badly, bro. This is dangerous territory, bro. Like, bro, what are we doing? Three of them arranged a time to meet a day later, then parted ways at Janus. Tomorrow morning, I will follow any leads I have. Might be someone on the chair team who's seen Aosake meeting with her first love. He soon returned and left with a twirl of his cape. Seeing him off, Soldier headed toward the Kwanji estate. He couldn't bring himself to go, not just yet. He hadn't made any progress today. Turning on his heel, he quickly paced across the shopping district. He needed to find out the truth. His enthusiasm was unusual for him. He didn't know where it was coming from. Soldier, what are you doing? The sun already disappeared from the sky by the time he arrived at Ida Church. Once inside, instead of Father Airi, he found Yuka Suse in her usual nun habit as she cleaned. Good evening, Sister Yuka. Sojiro announced his arrival so Yuka would know he was there. Well, to see him, after all. Oh, Mr. Sisuke, my apologies, but we are locking up early today. Please save any visitations for tomorrow. I'm not here for a visitation. I just had a question. Remembering the amorous nature of his question, Shuna scratched his cheek awkwardly. While he appeared to be stoic, he was actually quite shy around beautiful women. Good soldier. Good at you. Yes. Yeah, that's how it should be, yes. Hi, Mr. Sisuke. I thought I'd sensed such a chaotic aura around you. This is a shock? Or perhaps a welcome development? So even you are not immune to love. Yuka teased him with an encouraging smile on her face. She would never admit it, but she had the same mischievous streak as her sister Ritsuka. Really? So Yuka can also be mischievous, huh? Actually, I think that's cool. I like that. So, Sister Yuka, have you known Aosaki for long? Not that long. Maybe 3 or 4 years? The sister replied. That's good enough. Anyway, I just wanted to ask in case you knew something. But, did Aosaki have, first love? Pardon? There's a purpose behind his question. His informant, T, hair in my mouth, there we go, had said Aoko was betrayed by her first love. It's not gone. I think I got it. However, this person's reliability could be questionable at times, so he needs to know for sure what was the truth. No, honestly, I hope that all of this was just a prank. Unfortunately, it wasn't so lucky. Oh, I see. So that's what this is about. She did have a first love, in fact. First love so tragic, so cruel, so harrowing and painful that Shakespeare himself could have cried at its conclusion. A smirk had become for a woman of the cloth. Yuka gleefully shouted the young man's faint hopes. Do you know who it was, Sister Yuka? Sojo asked, really dizzy from the shock. Yuka's smile turned as innocent as an angel's. I wouldn't know. I'm blind. I have no idea what they look like. It's just what I've heard, and I cannot speak of anyone's past based on pure conjecture. However, I might be convinced to divulge more in a confessional. The small tricks getting around church rules. The confessional was a tiny wooden room built into the corner of the church. It looked like 2 phone booths stuck together, one side for the priest and one side for the visitor, neither of whom confesses their sins across the divide. It was a place away from the rest of the world, where all sins, secrets, and suffering could be left inside and forgotten. In a town with so many people, the confessional was an important place of spiritual healing. Humans were not built to carry mental burdens forever, no matter how tiny. Even if confessing one's sins was just a bandage over a gaping wound, it was still reassuring to have a place to put one's worries aside for a while. I don't know, this isn't that serious. Really. Wait, is it? Unless you were directly involved. Yet, if I were Aoko, I would have silenced anyone related to my first love. I shrewd all mortals' pleasures and joined a covenant. A convent. Convent, yes. Women do not become nuns so early unless they have faced something of this scale. There's no rules as anything said in a confessional must remain secret. This rule applies to actual confessions. Shake my head, Nasu. Yeah. It's not like what stays in Vegas, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. It's not that kind of thing. Like what happens in that confessional booth does not stay in that booth. You can just do what you want with that info. There's no rules against it. It's kind of just a common thing where if you talk with someone in a confessional booth, you just don't say anything beyond that. You kind of just leave it in there. That's just kind of a common thing. It's not a rule though. As far as I know, I'm not a man of the church. I don't know. I'm just making assumptions, right? I'm just making assumptions. Is that a joke? Sojo could not tell. Of course. Many sorrows on this earth must be laughed away to finally be rid of them. For a joke, it was horrifying, especially since Yuka wasn't known to jest. But I digress. Perhaps Ritsuka would be a better person to ask. She has a talent for finding and spreading rumors, that one. Alright. Where is she? Burp. Burp again. Loafing around in the break room. Last I checked, I assume she's still inside. The break room was beyond the chapel, in the quarters where Yuka and Father Eri stayed. Sora bowed his head to Yuka before heading over. Hello? Ritsuka, are you here? His knock was met with silence. Next he tried the doorknob, which turned easily. Someone was definitely inside. Ritsuko was still sleeping? Hello? Coming in. No, a confession is when someone confesses their sins to a priest. This can be in a confessional, but it's not required. When set in a confession is under threat of immediate excommunication if it divulges outside of the priest and the penitent. Ah. Confessions are hush hush. Confessional is do whatever you want. Okay. Right. We opened the door. Yeah. Fantastic. One second. We found the room yawned curiously uninhabited. The heater was still on. The spring was in the air, and on the table was a half-eaten orange, an unfinished mystery novel, and a single note. It was clearly meant to be read. He picked it up. You must have thought I'd be as helpful as that black-hearted sister. You're out of luck. I'm Ritsuko, the master of procrastination. The master procrastinator. I heard everything. Got a very interesting story, but it's a hard pass for me. Sorry, I do not want to deal with Aoko's fury. Fuck's sake. Ritsuko, you bastard! The note, scrawled in pink and green highlighter, disappeared the second sort of finished reading. And a long sigh. She was so dramatic. Why are the both of you like this? This went nowhere. At that remark, and the room for turning off the heater. Finessed. Actually finessed. She fucking home and said, nah, I'm not that stupid. I'm out. I ain't a part of this, bruh. The next morning, clouds filled the sky. Before Soldier could leave for the coffee shop, but stopped him in the Kwanji State foyer. Did you have work today, Sojiro? I can't stop you if you have plans already. Your exam's start in 2 days from now, right? It's too early to say what I'll be fine, but I'll be back in the evening. I'm just cramped tonight. Okay, but you know, I've been acting kind of weird lately. Get anything sketchy job, did you? Ako said. Don't worry about that. What I'm doing is more like volunteer work. Volunteer work. That sounds even worse. So I worked out of Ako's interrogation and hurried to the coffee shop. It was early March, days before the end of your exams. The investigation, which had begun with Yotsune's plea for help, is on its third day. For 3 days of this shit, yo. I don't think you're getting your answers, man. In Saki High School, preparations for the graduation ceremony began immediately after exam season ended. Sojo didn't want to make Aoko any more stressed than she already was. She wanted to finish this search quickly. He had a few days, no, considering his situation, only today. He was taking his sweet time, isn't he? Yeah, he sure is calm for a guy who needs to ask a girl out before graduation. Sojo and Shigozuka whispered to each other in a conspicuous corner of Janus. Tsune hadn't arrived yet, and sort of took the chance to complain. He's got a different goal, though. See, he's got a different goal, though. See, me and you, just curious how things are going to play out, but Yoshitsune's had his mind set from the start. Well, this was just to make sure the coast is clear for his confession. As long as nothing huge comes up, we'll probably ask Aqua when his time is up. Huge? Like what? Like whether she has a boyfriend already or not. He doesn't seem to care about who her first love, or whatever is. But if you tell a girl who's already dating somebody that you like her, just give her more worry about her, right? Realizing what Ichigozuka meant, Suko nodded. He was the only one heavily invested in the search for Aoko's first love. Ichigozuka was just trying to support Yoshitsune. Yoshitsune was only making sure he wouldn't cause trouble for Aoko. Sure, Captain had already mentally prepared to proceed with his plans, as long as it wouldn't be too much of a problem. He doesn't want Aosuke to get hurt in the process, so he's first checking if asking her out won't bother her too much. Am I getting this right? Right. He's fine if he's the only one getting hurt. Personally, I think he's being a little too careful. But I guess that shows how much he cares. Tsuno was every bit the guy the rumors made him out to be. His grit and determination had saved Misaki High Chair team from the brink of destruction. Handsome, calm, quiet, extremely thoughtful. team captain had probably never lost his cool in front of anyone. Sora couldn't help but be impressed. It just sounds like he sounds like a proper lover boy, don't he? Sorry for the wait. Oh, no. No need for the menu. I'm leaving very soon. And speak of the devil, man himself appeared in his full white cape glory. As he strode past the waitress, who looked like she was ready to ask for an autograph. I've seen you in such a hurry. Did you learn something new? There's been a sudden and very important development. Despite his haste, he soon took a seat and leaned forward on the table before beginning to speak. A member of the cheer team has a younger sister who was a classmate with Aosaki in middle school. Now, quiet further, I gleaned some information on her first love. Whoa. Mizuho continued. He's older than Aosaki, apparently a kind-looking college student from the area. I hope you mean he's a college student now and not when it was back in middle school. I really hope you mean back, like, I really hope you mean now and not back in middle school, because that's fucking weird. I assume that's now he's a college student. I really hope it's now he's a college student, because yikes, bro. That's ugh. That's kind of vague. I can think of a million guys who match that description. Asaki's circumstances narrowed the possibilities. He was in college when she was... If he was in college when she was in middle school, must have been at least 5 years older. Plus, based on what Suzuki learned before, he's from around here. And he still meets with Aosaki often, right, Suzuki? Yeah, but it's strange. If she was talking to someone that much older, wouldn't there be more witnesses? There's a crime going on! Precisely. This means Aosaki's first love is someone no one would think twice about. Someone who doesn't look like her partner, despite meeting her so often. Like everyone one person who fits the bill. I would think twice seeing Aosaki talk to him in town or at school if he's 5 or more years older. Looks harmless. Ah! Realization lit up Sojo's face. There was someone who fit that description. Did you guys think of someone? Who? Let me out on it! You probably haven't met him before, but the student body advisor from Misaki High School, Mr. Kazuki Yamashiro, matches all of the criteria. No, it can't be! Because in the extra chapter, they made a joke about that! Aoko literally made a joke about that, and Yamashiro said, no, please, I don't want to lose my job. They made a joke about that! No, it can't be him. It can't be him. Surely not. Oh my god. When he just spoke the culprit's name, he was visibly tense. It's in the past. She. Looking back on it, how come Mr. Yamashiro did act strangely for teacher and student? They were more like siblings. They trusted but never relied on each other too much. It's just that they had some sort of history. It was before 3 in the afternoon, 1 hour before school closed for the day. Another form of strategy, the trio flew out of the coffee shop to the school. Mr. Yamashiro, what you ask like his first love? Are you trying to get me fired? Kazuki Yamashiro responded immediately with a bright smile. His eyes, however, were devoid of mirth. He had only just entered the teacher's room, and in 3 seconds flat, the investigation was thrown back to square one. I'm sorry, I'm asking for personal reasons. No need to explain, Mino. I want no part in this child's play, even by accident. You're here while you ask that question, or while you'd ask me in particular, I'll be stepping past the point of no return. But you're accused of a crime. That is actually funny. Yamashiro smiled at the intruders and glanced at his watch. 3 minutes until school hours were over. His friend said it all. He absolutely did not, under any circumstances, want to do overtime. Will that be all? Please excuse me then, Mino, Suzuki. I was wondering before I go. Inviting strangers into a school would usually be reported to the student council president as well. When we look at right now, I'd rather not get involved. With a curt farewell, Mr. Yamashiro took his leave. It was mere moments before he was on the road. I had to clock out right on time. And that's the Miss Yamashiro we know. Truly. Even our school newspaper will have some differences between each print. Yet Miss Yamashiro will always be the same. His consistency is almost admirable. That's fucking hilarious. I mean, I like him, but he's a real piece of work. Capable teacher with a questionable personality. Clock now pointed just past 4 o'clock. We stood aimlessly in front of the closed gates of Misaki High School. The sun had already begun to sink, and they were at a dead end. We all looked about, ready to go home. That'll be all then. Yeah, let's give it a final go tomorrow. She turned to Soldier and bowed his head low. No, Suzuki. We stop here. You only have a day left until the exams begin. I cannot trouble you any longer than this. Thank you for all your help. Are you going to tell Aosaki about how you feel right now then? Soldier asked. That wouldn't be prudent. Aosaki has exams to study for too. I'll save it for after the graduation ceremony. Alright, well, it was fun, but it's time to call it quits. To be honest, I don't have much time to keep going. Oh, that's, what you call it. Alright, well, it was fun, but it's time to call it quits. To be honest, I don't have much time to keep going either. Well, not expected, but I'm a busy man, you know. I can't even work out to drive for 3 whole days. Ojitsune and Ichigosuke looked relieved. The soldier still felt like something was missing. Can I drive you guys back to Janus? You haven't eaten yet, right? I'll treat you. It's on the cheaper side. 3 of them clambered into Ichigosuke's SUV. The impressive hum of the F4 engine echoed over the quiet roads. The 3-day investigation into Aoko's first love had ended without anything conclusive. Well, the soldier turned down Ichigosuke's offer and returned alone to the Kwanji estate. Kitsune and Gosuka, I've been saying Gosuke this whole time, it's Gosuka, had to treat themselves to a feast after all their hard work, but the soldier wasn't in the mood for celebration. He journeyed up the long road toward the Kwanji's family-private property. Past the stone gates and iron fence was a small forest. A short walk, he arrived at the Kwanji estate. Drenched in the rays of the setting sun. I'm back, he said so as he opened the front door. Welcome back. Judging by your expression, I'm guessing you didn't find what you were looking for. Oh, that's Alice. I thought it was Alkagringer. Welcome back. Judging by your expression, I'm guessing you didn't find what you were looking for. Alice? Alice Kwanji was standing in the foyer alone. Maybe she was just passing by, or she had been waiting for Soldier to return. She was clutching a red box in her hands. It had like 24 pieces of chocolate. The cake shaws of a witch. Don't tell her I said this, but Toko once mentioned something interesting. One of the sisters got her head in the clouds. She asked me how she could get engaged, but now she's still in elementary school. Something like that. There was no hint of a joke in her voice. That's wait, what? Alice, what are you? Huh? That's Alice? What? Don't tell her I said this, but Toko once mentioned something interesting. One of those sisters got her head in the clouds. She asked me how she could get engaged. She's still in elementary school. Something like that. What? There's no hint of a joke in her voice. Her tone was as straight and narrow as an arrow. Didn't know what her motivations were, but the box in her hand was a clear warning. Falling objects might be over her head. Who did she want to marry? I didn't care to pry. I can guess. Well, I can guess. I'm sure you're right that there was no disciple at the Aosaki family when Toko was there. The person visited the Aosaki home every day and tutored Aoko. Oh, no. No, that makes... No. It's not. That's not Avery. No. It's not Avery. That makes no sense. Why would it be him? Toko liked him. What? That makes no sense. What? What the fuck? Nasu, what? Bro, Nasu, what are you doing? Should have bit a slip. Knew the answer. More deep down. You know, for the moment he learned Aoko had a first love. As a person who knew Aoko and looked after her since before GQ Mage, a real charmer, Swada all in black, who had once offered Aoko to run away together. I literally forgot he said that. How did I forget he did say that? Bro, what? I thought I had nothing else to go on, but suddenly I do. Thanks, Alice. I'm going to see Father Airy. Don't mention it. I'm not a fan of digging into someone else's past. Is that why you... Wait. Father Airy? There's some horrible implications. It is, because... He was with Toko! Oh, God! What is this, like, love triangle? This super weird love triangle. Ooh! What the fuck is going on? Nasu, what are you... Ooh! Thank you, music. You're being very appropriate. By the time Alice stretched out her hand to stop him, it was too late. He had already left like he was shot out of a cannon. Sprang into the sun before she could even say another word. I didn't even finish. That's not a troubled sigh. Something sounded from her shoulder. Her little blue robin flew down. What you doing? Here in the fire, Alice. That's not what the bird sounds like. I can't do British. I can't do a Cockney accent. Alright. I can't do that. I'm not built for that. The best character appears. What are you doing here in the fire, Alice? Who was on the dog and bone just now? I guess? I don't know. Alice looked mildly surprised at the sudden chirping and then lowered her gaze apologetically. Aka had to rush out after getting a call from the student council secretary. I forgot to tell Suzuki the most important thing. I guess, no, it's more for a light voice, right? Because it's a bird that tweets. You didn't do anything wrong, and you still feel guilty. That's our Alice. She wasted no time in stretching out her palm with a boing. Blue rubber balls appeared in the foyer. She bolted over to Janice to find Yoshitsune Ichigozuka still inside, with cups of tea after their meals. Fortunately for Sojo, Ichigozuka made a habit not to rush dinner. What's wrong, Suzuki? It appears she went home before running back here. Couldn't resist the call of a free dinner after all. Mina, our investigation isn't over yet. Got a new lead. Asuka's first love is in the Ida Church. I explained the bare details through ragged breath. He shouldn't have contemplated this, his gaze assured. What, for real? Chigozo said, cutting the tension in two. Are you certain? Want to understand? Hazuki's first love was her home tutor. Who wanted access to the Aosuke home at the time was a man from the Ida Church. And not include the fact that this man was also the disciple of Magecraft. I see. I've given up too early. He should have jammed his cap on his head and stood up. Let's get to this church. I want to know what sort of man this is. What he's still with Aosaki. Chigosuka, can you drive us? Need to get there before he closes. Chigosuka looked completely bewildered, or rather, like he wanted to run. Wait a sec. I said I'm busy. I don't have time to cart you guys around. You said you'd be busy starting tomorrow. Eat Chigosuka. Where am I? I'm getting lost. We just seen a ride. It was over there and it'll be done. Two young boys held Ichigozuka hostage with their pleas, leaving him nowhere to run. Okay! Jesus! It's almost 7 though. The church is closed. We're turning right back around. We clear? Boys nodded vigorously. Guess it's worth it to try our luck. Ichigozuka relented. As obvious, the students' efforts had gifted him a boon. For the church hadn't closed yet when the three of them arrived. Lights were on in the chapel and the front doors were propped open. Mika wasn't there. Instead stood the head of the church himself, Father Eri Fumitsuka. Uh-oh. The black-clad priest wore an easygoing smile. as we'd expecting them to come. What a curious trio. You look well, Mina. Father Aries seemed to know all three visitors. He knew nearly everyone in Misaki Town, as he often left church duties to the nuns so he could take walks around town. I keep burping. Excuse me, Father Fumitsuka. I come on personal business, not school business. She strode between the pews without hesitation, to stand face to face with the priest. Father Airi, it was a normal visit to Father Airi. It was a normal visitation, but to Yosune was his last stand. The hardened expression on his face was reserved for enemies, and this was his rival in love. I sense some tension. As I think about it, we haven't had an opportunity to speak personally, have we? Go on then. Ask what you wish to ask. Though I presume it will be about Aoko. Eri Fumitsuka was someone to be feared. Determination flared in Yoshitsune's eyes. Someone stood behind him, silent. Gozuka looked tense. This is all Father Eri needed to deduce what was going on. Uh-oh. The tension in the air was suffocating. Sparks seemed to fly between Father Eri and Yoshitsune, fanned by white and black cloaks. Could be at each other's throats any second. Yosuke held his breath, watching them from near the door. So stood a little ways away, between Yoshitsune and Ichigozuka. No doubt he wanted to keep his distance from the priest, as usual. Formed a straight line from the altar to the entrance. Mino? Yoshitsune sized up the priest. The soldier spoke up. It's a silent push, and unspoken, if you want to say. Unspoken, if you want to say, I will. You say, it's perfect. It's perfect! I know. Threats are used against Father Fumitsuka. He then turned to clearly address the priest. Father, excuse my rudeness, but I must be frank. Are you currently seeing Aosaki? Yeah, of course. It's been 6 years or so already. Having no relations at all would be more difficult. Is it true that you broke her heart? If you mean, did I change the course of her destiny, then yes. I suppose the blame lies with me. What does Aosaki think of this? Yoshitsune asked. Nothing. Her hatred could not change what has already come to be. From Ako's perspective, her only choice is to lament in acceptance. Yoshitsune did not waver for a moment. I see. That's all I need to know. Heroic words, befitting of an experienced team captain. This should have been the end of the line for Yoshitsune. The rumor that Ako's first love was still seeing her despite having betrayed her was now confirmed to be true. On the surface, it looked like Aoko was completely smitten. However, Yoshitsune had sworn something to himself. If Aoko was already in a happy relationship, bringing up to her would be of no avail. He would gracefully step down. But if a relationship wasn't happy, that was a different story. In that case, he was prepared to fight against her first love, man to man. Apologies for the noise on your restful evening. I believe you and I will be facing off very soon, Father. Biggest fight in Mahoyo? Damn right. Yoshitsune excused himself and turned with a swirl of his cape. OST is on point, it really is. Seeing him about to leave, Father Eri spoke up. I think we're misunderstanding something here. Let me be clear. I am not Ako's first love, and neither am I sort of vile creature that would feel desire for every woman I see. What did you say? Yoshitsune and Soldier were struck dumb. Soldier forgot his distaste for the priest momentarily, made a face planting in shock. No way. You were a disciple at the Aosaki's. I know it. Alice said Aosaki's first law was a disciple. Ah, I see what's going on now. I am no disciple, Sojiro. I am simply a friend of Aoko's grandfather. Maidcraft is taboo to clergy. Father Eri's eyes seemed to say. Could not mention the mystical while Yoshitsune was here. Then why were you going to her house every day? I was mountain climbing. Conditioning is a part of my fencing regimen. So I began to feel dizzy. I've even gone back to square one yet again. So I had a strong will, but all this wasted effort was getting to him. Please, you mustn't give up so soon. It wasn't me, but there was indeed someone who visited the Aosaki home as a disciple. That person learned alongside Toko, and through the alcove whenever there was time. Then who the fuck is it? There was a loud cough behind Sojiro. He was too engrossed in his conversation to notice. Then who was it? Sojira's blunt question and Yoshitsune's probing gaze finally toppled Father Aries' will. The corners of the priest's mouth curled up. It was Ritsuka. Huh. Main hair was gay all along. You know what? W. The best outcome, honestly. Truly the best outcome. Truly. Truly the best outcome right here. The answer was a bolt from the blue. Huh? You see, Mitsuya regularly visited Aosaki home as a disciple. As I'm sure you're aware, Sojiro, Toko was the talk of the town around that time. It's that a genius had been born into the Aosaki family. A successor at last, so she sent someone to to evaluate Toko. That someone was Ritsuka. She was the easy choice, as this is her hometown. Yo, fucking peak, bruh. Actually, you know what? That being the case, honestly, it's kinda peak. I'm sorry, Father. Can I just double check one thing? When you say Ritsuka, do you mean the woman who's well known in the shopping district for not being able to hold down a job? Being totally aimless, for window shopping and holding the boutiques and never making any sense. That Ritsuka. The very same. True, I also want to have this reveal be in a niche side story. This is so, honestly, that's so cool. Hell yeah. That makes me like, it makes kind of sound weird, but that makes me like Aoko even more. She's not being Alice or Soldier, but like, in terms of like main characters in Type Moon, she's up there now. Hold on, she up there. That's a W. Father Aries said, "Let me be even more transparent. Aoko's first love is not me, but Ritsuka. But Miss Ritsuka is a She is. So what? She gay? Rating skyrockets. Bro, this line is honestly, this is peak. This is peak. She is. So what? Yeah, so what? What if she is? Who cares? Like, so what? She's into women. So what? Who cares? It's not important if she is or not. It don't matter. She just is. And I think that's perfect. See, make sure the see the text. Priest's nonchalant words echoed in their heads. The student looked utterly dazed. Soldier could swear he heard the gentle crack of a heart breaking in two as the chair team captain fell to his knees. Wait, but she said she's okay with a boyfriend, so she is at least bisexual. She's at least bi, clearly. If she's fine with a guy, so she's at least bi. Or she seems to just not care for gender. I'm assuming. I'm only making an assumption, of course. A minute of awkward silence passed. At last, the student stood up from between the pews. I apologize for making such a fuss. Let's agree not to speak of what has transpired tonight. Of course. A true warrior never tells. Eyes spinning, the student turned from the priest and wobbled toward the door. Are you okay, Mino? We must never interfere with true love. If this is how Azaki approaches her love life, then there's no place for me, no, for any man. Huh? Why? So I did not understand that he meant what he meant. Two boys' shot came from different places. It would be some time for Soldier to learn what same-sex attraction was. The student left the chapel behind, not even stopping to thank Ichigo Suga. Phew. That's a big shock, huh? I feel a little guilty seeing poor Yuzuna like that. Shigosuka spoke as he watched the dazed boy leave. Sort of nodded in agreement, feeling apologetic. Hey, Ichigosuka? Why did Yuzuna act like it was the end of the world? You don't know? No, don't worry about it. It's over now. Case closed. Come on, Sojiro. Let's get out of here. Shigosuka motioned for him to fall out of the chapel. If I'd ever cut in, smile of a saint upon his face. Oh, both of you. Wait a moment. Someone I'd like to introduce to you. Come on in. Huh? Who? The door beside the altar leading to living quarters opened. A girl appeared. 17, with long hair and bright blue eyes. In contrast with her graceful beauty, she seemed to physically emanate a strong, elderly, sisterly aura. Oh. My, this is quite the juicy scoop, isn't it? I think it's sure to close the case. It was the student council president Aoko Aozaki herself. Oh, shit! Uh-oh. Sojiro? You're dead, man. Yeah, rip, get the coffin. Oh god. Aozaki? Normally he wouldn't be so horrified to see her, but given how he'd been looking into her love life behind her back, he was sure he was going to face the same fate as Hoshi Kinomi. He shook like a leaf, and numb from fear. So hard to it because Aoko fucking killed Sojiro. Correct. Also, what do you mean Kinomi's the same fate as Kinomi? Right, because he got kicked so far into the sky. Right, I remember that. Don't make any sudden moves. If you try to run, I can't promise you'll make it out alive. Noah was fucking killed off screen, poor guy. No, wait, no, Kinomi, no! They killed my mans! I can't fucking believe this. I just need to charge my phone, hold on. Noah was sent to Jupiter. Naoka rolled up her sleeves as she strode up to him. The claws tore out. Her fury burned easily, far more intense than that time at the amusement park. Sora knew exactly what awaited him. Wait a sec. Wait a sec! I know why you're mad at me. But was this that bad? In last-ditch effort to stop Aoko from killing him for good, he protested desperately, but Aoko had other ideas. Not you! That jerk back there! He wasn't her target. Instead, her glove pointed directly at Ichigosuka, who was standing by the engines in cold sweat. Not me? Oh, I'll give you an earful later, Suzuki. But you're not the biggest issue right now. So, let's hear it. Why were you, the main culprit, tagging along with Mino all this time? Answer me, Ritsuka! Huh? What? What? Sojiro stopped dead at the name and turned around. Of course, all he saw was Ichigosuka. Ichigosuka is... Ritsuka? It's not like I was trying to trick anybody. Really? Wow, you got me. Ichigosuka laughed sheepishly. What? How? What the fuck? Yo, this side story is peak, bro. Hold on, this is peak. What? My heroine was head of her all along. Nasu does it again. Bro, this is peak! What the fuck? I couldn't move toward him without a word. She passed by Sojiro. She lifted her right hand up to the height of her chest, landing a powerful, straight right blow. What Mitsuko's magic is? Oh yeah! Right. Right. What the fuck? What the fuck is she? Metamorphosis! Yeah, right, of course. That makes sense. Wait, there's no misunderstanding. I never told anyone anything. Somebody explain to me what's going on. Sojiro said. Ah, so you haven't heard, Sojiro. Father Eri chimed in. Mitsuka is member of the Maids Association, specialized in espionage. She excels in disguising herself using magecraft and can even change her muscles and bone structure. When she went to observe the Aozaki family, she used her male and female forms to expertly infiltrate their home as a disciple. She even took up the task of tutoring Aoko. Even though it was beyond her job description, as a result, the young Aoko developed feelings for the man Ritsuka had disguised herself as. Oh, okay. But it was still Ritsuka she fell in love with, so... Pride flag? Inazu cooked. Yo, this is so good. Suda was too astonished to laugh. No way. Your first slaw was a tournament understanding, Aozaki? Ako's brow twitched at Soda's reaction, but she ignored him and closed in on Ritsuka Suze. I'm going to ask one thing before I kill you, Ritsuka. Why on earth did you disguise yourself and follow along with Sojiro and Mino? Ritsuka's last chance to defend herself. Staring up at Aoko, she laughed awkwardly. I just thought it would be funny. Of course she thought it would be funny. That's always how it is with you! The sound of a full-force blow echoed through the chapel. Ichigosuka floated in slow motion for a short moment, then crumbled onto the hard cobblestone below. There's still more? Jesus, we're close to the end. Shit, if I don't get sleep, fuck, man. We're close then. Right? I think we're close. Bruh. Okay. On the peak of the mountain, far above civilization, or at least halfway up the mountain, stood a girl's home. The girl lived together with a father, mother, and a sister 4 years her elder. They weren't a normal family by any means. They were loving. Apparently, her parents had only married after many years of dating. Nobody knew it was because her father had been afraid to propose, or if they simply hadn't been in a rush to tie the knot. Still, it was a drama-free relationship. The girl's father did not take up the family business. At the time, she and her sister were told that their father had distanced himself from the family trade after getting married. The truth was more complicated. Their parents met when their father was in his first year of high school. On that day, he visited the cavern where his father, the head, resided. There, he made it very clear that he did not think the family business was for him, and that times had changed. The girl would learn about this much later. It only made her respect for her father grow. Her father was not a genius by any means, but he had a personal creed that not even a grandfather could contest. That creed was simple. His wife was the most important thing in the world to him. The moment he met her, he was ready to throw away hundreds of years of tradition. The duty will then fall to your children. Will you still forfeit the headship? Said her grandfather. It will be their duty eventually. Whether I accept or not, they choose the family trade, then I will support them as their dad. That a good-for-nothing like me could possibly have children. He was blessed with progeny. His first daughter, the girl's older sister, had talent that was clear before she was even born. A child so gifted only comes once in 100 years. Kin association's message of congratulations, which left the father a bit troubled. I would expect him to lament the fact that a daughter so talented would be born to a man who rejected his family inheritance. The truth was, crap. This kid's gonna be expensive. Rich kid's gonna cost 10 times the average. Her talent wasn't of any concern to him. Only the cost of the environment needed to grow her potential. Which, honestly, fair. Honestly, bro, like, fair. It's like, to really nurture this kid, that shit gonna be expensive, bro. Fuck. I'll do it, but fuck me, that gonna suck. Fair enough, honestly, fair enough. Honestly, don't say that to your kids. Don't say that to your kids, man. Keep that to yourself. Jesus. 7 years after her birth, his first daughter declared she would take up the mantle as the head of the family. Though no one was sure how seriously to take the decision of such a young girl. Thanks to that, though, their home now saw a slew of foreign tutors shuffle in and out. The girl, this school's second daughter, had talent as well, only a fraction of the first. Next to her elder sister, she was a disappointment. Comparing them was like comparing a microwave meal to a steak dinner. So as her older sister was the heir, the girl would never inherit the family trade. My sister's the chosen one, not me. Hey kid, unfortunately we have to suffer a while. Sucks to suck, but that's life. Sure was cruel. Still, the girl felt no envy or inferiority. Rather, she thought herself lucky to be able to leave everything to her sister and enjoy her own life. Though, perhaps she didn't hold a tiny grudge. Sometime after she'd started elementary school, the new tutors that came to their home were different from the rest. We have a twin brother and sister coming this time, said the girl's elder sister. They come before as disciples. It's so complicated, but that means they study under the same mentor as I do. One of them is going to help around the house. House, I hear. You don't feel like going to cram school? Want to learn from him, Mahoyo? This is the beginning of the girl's romantic tale with the Susei twins. Or, rather, with Ritsuka Susei. Ritsuka had been running a private investigation, masquerading as two people, basically. She was a spy. At the time, Yuka had not yet transferred to Misaki. In her normal appearance, Ritsuka pretended she was Yuika. When she disguised herself as a man, she used her real name, the fictitious Susei brother, Ritsuka. She didn't have the same darkness around him as the Susei sisters did. He was a bright, cheerful, friendly young man. He was a college student from the city, the first stranger that the girl ever felt comfortable with. Ritsuka, you're not going to join Toko? The girl asked him once. That's for Yuka to deal with, not for relaxing here with you, Mahoyo. You won't have to think too hard, you know. Music is fitting. It is. The girl was very much aware of this, or rather, her true nature. He was both kind and handsome, but after a while, his laziness became apparent. This man, charming as he could be, was totally unsalvageable. You see, so you're saying you were born to mooch off women forever. Are you ever going to change? Am I that horrible? Ritsuka asked. I guess I should straighten up. Maybe I'll go to a chiropractor or pick up yoga. Oh, very funny. Instead of trying to straighten your back, you'd be going to a hospital to get a brain transplant. Harsh, but fair. And watch yourself around me, Mahoyo. Ritsuka's brazen laziness made the girl feel more comfortable, or it spread to her like a disease. Eventually, the girl's walls began to calm down. Good to admire Ritsuka's outlook on life. The feeling she mistook for love. It was a mistake so damning that she would later wish to rewrite the Akashic records. Autumn neared its end. Leaves red like fire on their branches. Susei's siblings would end their stay in 2 months. When the girl learned of this, she immediately put her innate rationality and sharp judgment to work. That was very fitting. The music there. That was very fitting. Yuka, may I ask a question? Why did I get engaged to Ritsuka? Yuka let out a huge guffaw. She just heard the funniest joke in the world. What a weirdo. He's just so bizarre, the girl thought. Wringing her nose as if looking as a pig, the girl began to lay out careful plans. She had a personal code. If she was going to play, she was playing to win, no matter the cost. She applied it to everything, even romance. She revealed her feelings on the Susei twins last day at the Aosaki home. This way, she could corner Ritsuka and force him into a choice. As a young girl, it was a devious plan. Unfortunately, fate was not in a good mood. She had yet to realize that the more she perfected her plans, the more she'd be tempting fate. One factor in her downfall was asking Yuka for help. The girl asked Yuka for all sorts of advice, and even opened up her heart about her feelings. All the promise that this would be kept secret from Ritsuka. In the end, she never could tell why Yuka would slap a hand over her own mouth whenever the girl would go on about her dreams. Finally, the day of destiny arrived. The night when the moon shone most beautiful above the mountain, she told Ritsuka her feelings. In 6 years, I will be the most loving, graceful woman in the world and prove myself as a public figure far more distinguished than my future husband. Plus, I have a 7-figure salary. What were you doing those 6 years, Ritsuka? If you have no ambitions, then why not ask Toko to put you into cryosleep? Everything was perfect. All Ritsuka had to do was wait 6 years and boom, he'd have the ideal wife. Of course he would choose to wait, right? Wouldn't mind losing 6 years of his life, or maybe even his memory in the process. then the second cause of the girl's downfall. No. Are you still in disguise, Ritsuka? Your job ends today, so there's no reason to keep pretending to be a man, right? Here. A little transformation spell for you. Crap, Ritsuka said. What's going on? The girl asked. The real elder Suze twin had waltzed into the scene without a second thought. But it was partially the girl's fault for choosing the veranda, of all places, to reveal her true feelings. In her defense, she was gorgeous. Yuka had a bottle of milk in her hand and a towel around her neck. She just had a bath. Snapped her fingers and Cinderella's spell fell at midnight, turning Ritsuka to the form of a young woman. The girl's face flushed red beet. Her hands were balled into fists, shaking. She was quick on the uptake and understood within mere seconds. This all dawned on her. Dark fury began to brew inside her mind. The person she was about to profess her love to, the very same one she'd so innocently spilled her heart to just days before. The first person I fell in love with was a woman in disguise? Deep shame the girl felt had her on the verge of a rampage. How is this happening? Scott slowly took a step back. I had a secret mission to fulfill, okay? I wasn't trying to deceive you. I don't care about your mission. I'm talking about when I asked you, Yuka, for help. You didn't tell me the truth, or even push me in another direction. Why? Oh, that? I mean, what's the reason for that? Look at me. My disguise was perfect, right? I was confident I wouldn't be found out. Besides, you would have self-destructed sooner or later. I was just so curious to see how this was going to play out, you know? Just couldn't help myself. Teehee. Yeah, Ritsuka, you're kinda evil. You're kinda cruel, lady. Fucked with her feelings this much, and then, like, helped her along this much, and then, like, at the end it's like, oh, I want to have some fun. Teehee. Pretend knocked her own forehead in the gesture meant to be cute. The very next moment, an explosive straight right to the gut. Kind of put her entire being into the blow. I should have known. This woman is the scum of the earth. Thus, the curtains were drawn on the tale of the young girl who had been horribly betrayed by her first love. This all happened around 6 years ago. I didn't want to remember that. Shivering in the cold, Alka readjusted the scarf around her neck. The spring mornings were still very chilly. The time was 6:12 a.m. The bus stop stood beyond the forest, glowing faintly in the early morning light. The Saki Hills were shrouded in a biting mist with no signs of waking life. Alka waited alone. 10 minutes left until the first bus. We should be here any minute, she thought as she glanced at her watch. And just as she expected, a figure materialized from the mist around the traffic intersection and began to head toward the bus stop. They were impressively tall and sported a white cloak and hat. At last, Mitsutsu and Mino appeared at the bus stop, leaving a suitcase behind them. His eyes widened in surprise seeing someone already there, not to mention his high school crush. But the surprise only lasted for an instant. It was softened into something warm and affectionate. Of course, she would go out of her way to say goodbye, chest swelling with pride for her. She didn't greet her like it wasn't any other day. Good morning, Naosaki. Good morning, Mino. Apologies for being so forward, but I've come to see you off. Do you have time for that? It's the first days of exams for you. Well, after I'm done here, I'm going to school to burn myself in a review. I have to uphold an above-average score if I am to call myself the student council president. He smiled warily. She soon mirrored her expression. Though the whole thing was behind them now, they soon no longer had misunderstandings about Alko. Got a call clearing the all up from Sojiro, who'd been read the riot act. On the phone with Sojiro, Yasuna had asked if Alko had put him up to this. Sojiro shared the truth. Alko had specifically requested Sojiro say yes to that question. From that, Yasuna correctly deduced Alko's intentions. Though she probably heard the whole story from Sojiro, he was trying to return everything to how it was before the whole investigation had begun. The message was simple. What you chose, what you do is all up to you. She already knew what her answer would be. It would be Yoshi's student's choice whether to say something or not. She didn't want to influence his decisions. He smiled into the receiver when he realized he had the answer he'd been wanting for an emotional couple of years. Back on the memories together, could have any wish granted? It would be to spend time at school with Aoko Aosaki like this forever. He should have realized his true feelings earlier. It was wrong to think he needed to hurry up and confess his feelings to her. What he fell in love with was the way of living that Aoko had shown him. He hadn't bothered to learn about the girl herself, living in a fantasy. And that was all she ever needed to be. He wished to study alongside his vision of her. That wasn't true love. It was more than a yearning for a particularly wonderful part of his life. Though, that was his conclusion, regardless of what anyone else thought. He's grateful to Aoko Aosaki for all she'd done for him. That's why he wanted to bring a slow, satisfying conclusion to this chapter in their lives. I'm surprised you knew, Mitsuna said. I thought I only told the teachers. You left preparations for the graduating ceremony to the rest of your team. I knew you could only mean you wouldn't be there yourself. I see. How is the captain doing? Managing, somehow, Ako said. He wants to quit, though. His shoes are hard to fill. Foolish. Captain's shoes are always hard to fill. Tell him that his first task as captain is to rise to the challenge nonetheless. Nice words. Yo, what is this? A battle with God, bro? Relax. What is all the battle songs? Damn. Alright. Two of them spoke as if none of the events over the past few days had occurred, so they would see each other at school again tomorrow. The sound of an engine came from afar, and a rising drumbeat. Then, a faint glow of headlights pierced through the morning mist. The bus is here. It's time for me to go. So it seems. You're going to school me now. It's not too far. I can visit you this summer. I'm afraid it's farther than you think. I'll be in Ithac, New York, studying genetic engineering. Damn. That's, That's fucking far, dude. This most tense moment of Nosferatu. It will make sense that most fitting music plays. Oh. Well. Aqua's wide-eyed reaction caused you soon to scratch at his nose in embarrassment. Most to her, reaction alone would be enough to get him through the hardships to come. Congratulations! That's amazing! I'm sure it'll be great! She gave a genuine smile from the bottom of her heart. Thank you. Never was quite as quick-witted and courageous as you, though. Bus rolled to a stop in front of him. It was opened with a gentle swish, silently urging the student to get on. And then slowed to an idle, but fought back a sleepy yawn. 4 minutes were left until departure, so he had to say his goodbyes. You're still going to wear that cape overseas? Yeah, that was a burst band at first, but I still just don't feel right without it. Do you remember when you... I do. Very first impossible thing I asked of you. The student returned Aqua's smile with one of his own. When he first taken up his position as captain, he tried to quit. That was when the newly appointed student council president had forced his cape on him. Whatever you do, you should look the part. Wear this, Mino. It's gonna look great in it, she had said. The student had worn it ever since. The cape was a symbol of his determination. As long as he wore it, he had no choice but to act the part. Others followed in the wake of this strong man, so he had to forge ahead to clear the way. Above all, he was happy that the color Aqua had chosen for him was white. Trying the president and captain work together, tested their own limits. Such was his shining, precious memories. Surely, They truly had blazed through their youth at the speed of light. Sorry. I might cry. Oh, please. Oh, please don't. Tears wouldn't suit you. Aoko said. By a loud honk, the door kicked the engine back into motion. Can I just apologize for one thing, Mino? This expression bright just a moment ago was not clouded over. Apologize for what? For that cape and such. I was always pushing you further than you wanted to go. Or that might have ruined your time in school. She was not to ask why she felt that way. Instead, his heart lit up with respect and awe for his incredible upperclassman. Aoko fully understood what sort of person Yoshitsune was. She knew that he felt more comfortable in a racer's lab than at the head of a crowd. And she placed her trust in him and worked to bring out his potential. When that happened, it made sense that she would feel guilty. However, no, you have not. He removed his cap from his head, calmly, looked straight at the girl who had captured his attention for 2 years. My time here was wonderful. I was blessed to have such amazing people around me. Knowledge isn't tied to a school, Yoshitsune thought. The real learning would start from now on, and last until he drew his final breath. He would treasure these 3 years for life. There were a time when he met people he would have missed if he'd simply committed himself to the books. High school was a special place for youth to spend time with those wildly different from themselves. It was truly an invaluable experience. You still have 1 year left. I'm a little envious of Shizuki. Why are you bringing him up? Just want to have the last laugh. Now then, please look after yourself. Yoshitsune stepped onto the bus. Now stepped on the clutch. Do your best, Ardemino! I'll come bother you when you get famous. The door shut tight. Aoko waved. The sun was already halfway up the buildings. The bus forged ahead into the warm morning glow, carrying the boy off to a country far, far away. Thus, the journey of first loves came to a quiet end, having reached its destination safely. Oh, but that was peak though. That's pretty much the end of it, but that was fucking fantastic. Dude, that was so good. But 4.5. Make sure y'all can see it. Oh, that's a bit too soon. Ah! No! Go back. I'm ruining it. Let's rewind a bit. Shall I return then? Tomorrow's the day before exams, and you have the study session from hell waiting for you. Ritsuka Suse, the root of all evil, lay crumbled on the floor after taking Aoko's blow. Tsuga wasn't around, and thought Eri took care to take out the Ritsuka-shaped trash, so Aoko and Soto were left alone to return home. Do you know why she described herself as a man? She said herself that she thinks men's clothing looks cool. It's rugged, sharp, kind of wild, different from women's clothing, so of course she wanted to try it. I understand where she's coming from. So all of that wasn't for work, but for her own enjoyment? The city really is a hell on earth. He reflected on the past few days as they climbed the slope. Aoko told him the truth about her first love, sort of felt the weight on his chest finally leave him with a heavy sigh. Determined to his usually stoic, unreadable demeanor. By the way, Aoko said, why didn't you say something at the time? What time? You were battling about whether or not I had a boyfriend. You didn't tell me that you were helping Mino out. What's up with that? It's not like you. Oh. Did that happen? You sure you didn't just imagine it, Aosaki? She deflected the question so naturally that Aoko doubted herself for a moment. The reasons to stay silent were twofold. One, Yoshitsune had asked him to, and two, he himself had been invested in Aoko's answer. He didn't like the idea of Yoshitsune's feelings being conveyed along with his own. Basically, he was just being petty. Never mind. More importantly, why help Mina out in the first place? Wasn't it the first time you ever two met? There wasn't anything in it for you. You just kind of turned out the way just kind of turned out that way at first. But I felt more strongly about it after hearing what you had to say. Me? Makes even less sense. I mean, it's a big deal, isn't it? Soldiers responded suddenly. Just look at Alko. Alko stopped. Half opened astonishment as he watched Soldier charge on ahead. His cheeks puffed in frustration. What's that all about? She asked no one in particular. She never felt so stupefied in her life. There we go. And that's, everyone, is the end of Mahoyo. For real. All the officers told you likes Aosuke. Possible. Exactly, like maybe. But there you go. That is the end. Truly the end of Mahoyo. Definitely ship Alcon Soldier. That's fair. Actually, let's get a better picture. There we go. Is everyone in the frame? A bit more to the right. To the left. There we go. What a story, man. What a story. What a great cast. What? It's just a simple story, but so good. And honestly, it's going to be so memorable. I'm gonna miss it. God, it's the same feeling when I finish Tsukihime. I'm gonna fucking miss it. An episode of it never getting adapted. Fucking hooray. But all I can say, I give it a 10. I mean, like from 1 to 10, I give it a 10. What we want to say? It's fantastic. There's nothing more to be said. It's true one of the best things he's ever written. Like, I just nothing else for me to say about it. And I'm so happy I read it. I'm just so happy I started reading these, because wow. I'm so happy I started reading visual novels, because I've found my favorite stories like that. That's something I found my favorite stories in fiction. Just like that. Holy shit. Well. Hope you enjoyed this long... Well, not that long. Mahoyo journey. All I can really say is, hope you all enjoyed. Because I certainly did, and it seemed you all did as well, because this was very funny. This was very fun to read. And given how well this did, reading the other Tsukihime stuff, once we're done with the OG, it'll be just fine, even without just reading text, right? That's fine. But, yeah, that's going to do it. Next week is truly the start of Tsukihime. Well, OG. Which is going to be a long journey. That's going to take a long time. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. I'm curious of what's different. So have a good day, evening, or night, wherever you are in the whole wide world. And I hope to see each and every single one of you, same time, same place tomorrow. Next time.